Hey everybody, it is Friday night, it is 6 o'clock, and that means we are all gathered here together to join these 5 people.
Yay!
It's Dragons and Things. That's what it's time to do.
Oh,
Guys,
yes!
It's an exciting Dragons and Things because our alternate cast these days has finally come together.
We did it!
It is all 5 members of the original
And we're
Dragons
going to be together
crew.
for at least one more
At
week.
least one more week.
Yay!
In
Yeah!
the entirety of 2018. Oh man, it's been a long journey to get to this point, but get there you have. I'm very excited to jump into perhaps a little bit of role playing this week. Maybe we'll get to do some shopping and talk to the people of Anderley and probably definitely form long-lasting bonds with everybody and not totally screw up your relationships within the first 3 to 5 words you say.
Right.
I can only imagine that's how it's gonna go.
I feel like... No.
It's probably all wrong. But one good thing we do have tonight, as always, prizes. There are prizes coming to you guys. We will talk about them throughout the show. All you need to know for right now is share this episode on Twitter. We will track those shares if you're using the share button that is right below this video. We'll be tracking those, and we have a prize package that we're going to explain in further detail later. But for now, we're going to jump right into some adventure, because that's why we're here. I mean, it would be kind of boring if I just sat here and just rambled on, don't you think?
Adventure!
Adventure!
Adventure.
Let's have some adventure. When last we met, the Scroll of Portalis had been activated, sending the heroes on a dangerous quest through an ancient vault to secure as much treasure as they could while surviving the vault's deadly traps and guardians. The deeper they went, the more difficult things became, but the strange vault's rules allowed them to leave at any time when things were getting too hard. Each of them stuck it out as long as they could, acquiring gold, magical artifacts, and the occasional curse before taking on a challenge so great that it nearly killed them all. A towering carnivorous plant creature capable of digesting a person alive in its jaw-like pods scooped them up one by one, forcing Quigley, Lyra, and Alex to admit defeat all at once and leaving Kimbleton and Marcus on their own. Things didn't carry much further beyond that. The next challenge, a flooded cistern full of giant barracuda, was as much as either of these two could handle, and with that the Vault of Portalis was closed. But was it closed forever? The scroll remains, the ancient writing as incomprehensible as ever, but there's a faint spark of magic left within. Perhaps someday the gate can be opened once again, and the vault plundered by those brave enough to endure its challenges. For now, there is relative peace and quiet for the heroes. You have all this time to rest, recuperate, and put the rewards of your long journey to use. But you know that you don't have much time to rest on your laurels. The signs of encroaching darkness are everywhere. Every man, woman, and child of Anderley eyes the shadows like a coiled snake. At night, the mages and clergy of the city work tirelessly to flood the streets with light to fill the shadows, knowing that the enemy of all lurks within them, waiting for a moment's weakness to slither out and snatch up the unwary. Monuments for the taken dot the city, and loss has been felt so keenly and universally that all of the conflicts and backbiting of Anderley's day-to-day life have seemingly ground to a halt. No one is safe, and even battle-hardened warriors are afraid of the dark these days. The city's only hope rests with you. You must gather your strength, seek out the dragon Daralaxatran, and bend her to your will using the orb you've acquired in the Darklands. But ever present is the warning Kimbleton had for you in the Court of Madness. It's a trap. What did he know? How did he know it? And what exactly did he mean? If he hadn't disappeared so quickly after the Scroll of Portalis went dormant, you might ask him. But there you all are. Together at last. Kimbleton nowhere in sight. Claret, who knows where? What do you do?
Where's Sassafras?
Are we in the town? What are we doing?
Yeah,
we're
you guys
in
are in
Anderley.
Anderley.
Just hanging out?
Tell me where you want to be.
Is it busy or are we? I would be at the church.
Squire Quigley. And I'm using I'm using your official title because we are not reading comments. What's going on here? What's
We
happening?
gotta read comments.
We have to read comments.
Not a single comment has been read.
All right. Elite Trooper 348 says, hooray for 8 months of awesomeness.
Correction, he said hurrah?
Hurrah.
I don't know if you...
Wow, I'm really glad
We're
you're
back
We're off to
together.
a great start.
President Voss coming in there saying the more you share, the bigger your... Wait.
Wow.
No, we're not going to read that
can't
one.
read that
President
comment.
Boss, not all of us have one. Yeah.
Tabletop Loot says, damn, I love this commercial. And it's important to note that at Tabletop Loot, our code has changed.
Ben,
have
I'm
a
gonna
code?
swing this one for you because it sounds like you got a mouthful over there.
I do.
Our code has changed.
What is
It is
it?
now 15% off, and the code itself is DAT code. DAT code. No
Dat code.
spaces, no capitals, just DAT code. DATCODE. DAT code. That gets you 15% off anything in the Tabletop Loot online store.
And they're also the best. So.
They're also kind of the
They have
best.
really
so
gorgeous
you should
dice.
definitely check that out.
Fantastic.
Thanks for joining us, Tabletop Loot. What else we got up here, people? Craig, Diana.
He's a hee-hee. The wild ferret. Hee-hee. Ben looks so strange without the beard. The walking in circle stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yep.
But it's so cute, though.
No,
It's Lucas Martinez. OMG. Is that internet sensation Diana Restrepo?
Which Duchess of Dinos follows up? Did you hear Diana's in a commercial?
Whoa, my goodness.
I know, right? Holy cow.
You guys
Gary-
want to know where our
Sorry,
entire
guys.
Patreon budget goes? It's to securing
Oh
talent
my
like
god.
Gary Wolf 12 says, tonight I'm going to play Pathfinder while watching Pathfinder.
that. I approve.
I like it.
Excellent. Brian Summer says Congress just called to say they don't have anything important going on right now, so they can start the hearings regarding inventory gate if this is still an issue.
Don't worry,
We're
everybody.
not going
Inventory
there.
gate has been solved, and we've all moved past it
Too
better and
soon.
stronger
We
than
are
ever.
not going
All right, what the
there.
heck is on this
Yeah.
Scandinavian swimmer?
Sarah BC, you were saying?
Sarah BC1 says, just happy Craig's back. Not that I don't like Kimbleton.
It must have
We all like
gotten like a
Kimbleton.
different
Y'all like-
candy on it.
Everybody likes
Accent's
Kimbleton.
Awesome.
And Jim, you want to take Luna Steel song?
Yes, Luna Steel Song says, it's been a heck of a week, and all day tomorrow I just kept telling myself that tonight was dat night and everything would be
Well,
okay.
we're glad you're here.
Yes.
Hey, Luna
We
Steel
love
Song.
you.
We
Welcome.
do.
It's Friday.
Welcome to everyone. Welcome to our
glad
cheerers
I'm here.
out there. We've already got some cheerers coming in. Sylvan Sheet, Tabletop Loot, Luna Steel Song, Snake Eyes 0820. Thank you for the cheers. And of course, remember, if you become the
Someone
bit
burped.
boss, if you take over bit, we got farts. That's more important.
No,
Let's,
someone burped and it smelled awful.
Oh, burps.
Burp
We're gonna
gate.
handle this. We're gonna handle this.
Pause for burps and
Was Craig?
farts, and go.
Okay, now we're going. If you become,
That smells so bad. I'm sorry. Subs.
take it away, Jim.
Just joking. I'm
Guys,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
you
sorry.
can
Burp.
give a
No, don't
person
burp,
of
don't
your
burp.
choice a reroll if you become the bit boss. So make sure you are watching that little health meter on the bit boss. If you can sneak in that last hit, you will become the bit boss, and you will be able to assign a reroll to a person of your choice. Clearly, I would be the optimum choice, as we all want to see me succeed and everybody on the couch to fail. But if you wanted to give them a fighting chance, you could give them one as well.
Right.
There
Which
are
would be
also
helpful.
multiple other ways that you can affect the game at various donation levels. For example, giving someone a +1 to their next D20 roll, or a +3 to any future D20 roll that they choose. It's all it's all up to you. Just we have a little chart.
That's a
You can
nice
check it out
one.
and see if you want to be affecting the game, how you can do that.
We already have a
I already have a
coming
reroll
in.
for
You
me?
do.
Craig, you got a reroll.
For Craig.
Do you know what it is? Snake Eyes 0820. Gave you
Oh,
a reroll.
Yes.
Craig doesn't
Awesome.
need to roll more than one die at any point.
0.
Ever again. I forbid it. What are you guys
Yeah.
doing? You guys are all in Anderley. I'm
When you
curious
say
to know.
that, or do you mean that we're all in individual places, or we're all
No,
together?
I actually wanted to ask you guys where do you
The Mouse and
where do you
Moth.
want to be? The Mouse and Moth is in Trapsboro.
No,
that's
that
a differenter town.
there's a big tent.
There
Set
isn't,
up.
Quigley. There
Is
isn't.
there an inn here?
There are lots. This is a fairly large city, so there are lots of inns and taverns. I don't know.
We should
Let's
all-
just say, because I can see that opening this up was just that was a big mistake. So you guys are oh gosh.
You have a
Dang, I am sorry.
Tell me what I'm
Lyra's
doing.
running this show right now. Tell me your story,
I want to
Lyra.
be at an inn, but I want to tell you what I'm thinking.
I want to hear what you're thinking. That's
Okay.
actually exactly what I want to hear.
Okay, so obviously Craig's back.
Obviously.
Yes. And so she's been really dealing with, she lost him, like, and was kicking herself for not doing anything about, like, how, like, she's liked him for a long time. And so, like, she's trying to decide, like, if she talks to him or if she, like, what she does. And so where are you? Where are you?
I've been around.
No. But where are you in the town?
Contemplating life somewhere.
Okay,
And
good.
death.
Okay, Lyra wants to. She's going to.
She's
find
gonna
Crag.
Seek
Crag-
out Crag.
Crag,
You
she's
can
gonna
seek out
seek
Crag.
out
That's
Crag.
fine. So let's go to Crag next. Crag.
So I have missed out on everything, right? Because they did the scroll of
Did
Portalis
you miss
thing.
out or did you purposefully avoid it?
Now, do I know about that happening already?
Yeah,
Or
it was sort of a
Oh, I
big
tell-
event,
I
like
tell him
because
everything.
the portal sort of opened up in the middle of the Church of Arender. So it was kind of a big hubbub. Like, they happened to be the people who sort of were in the immediate vicinity to deal with it. So by the time they had embarked on that journey, you were off doing whatever.
And I just realized, Jim, the last time that a portal opened up in the church was when they were under attack.
That's true.
So they were frightened by all means.
They were especially upset because Arender, of course, is the protector of the realm, specifically against outsider invasion. So the idea that this portal would just open up in the middle of their church was very alarming, which is why they wanted it dealt with so very quickly.
God, I wish I was normal Marcus so I could ask them if Quigley really flew. Because I still don't believe that. Also, important to note, Tabletop Loot taking over as Bit Boss and giving a reroll to Alex.
Wow.
People
Thank
who
you,
don't need
Tabletop.
Thank you,
rerolls.
tabletop. That's
She
So-
already gets so many high numbers.
Hey,
Don't
I-
jinx me, don't jinx me, don't
Crag,
jinx me.
so I was MIA. I was MIA for the whole portal thing because
Right.
I was out gathering intel.
Right.
I was scouring the town. I was coming up with all these crazy ideas.
Now, the portal thing only spanned a few hours, so it's not like they were gone for days. It was only a few hours that they were in there, and then they came back. The portal was
that's it?
closed. So
But
this
I-
was all
that's
in a
why I
matter of an
wasn't
afternoon.
there.
But that's why you weren't
I
there.
weren't at the.
Was it?
I weren't at the church.
I weren't
yo.
That's
there.
correct.
their church.
That is
So-
correct.
I just have so much going through my head, and it's great to be out of the Darklands. One,
Sure, yes. I'm
And-
sure that is a big relief to everybody.
I was fighting so hard to be reunited with my things.
Not as friends, but as things.
Yeah, no, and then looking for them,
Yeah.
I just figured everyone was dead. I thought everyone was dead. Being down in the Darklands, and we were meeting people, and then they were just dying. Everyone's dying left and right.
It was awful, Jim.
It was terrible.
You
mean,
did it
You mean
awful.
Diana's characters were dying.
And- So I am not
too.
only
That's true,
afraid to die in real life, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm also now afraid of dying in a game as well.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
As Alex.
So I'm having like a crisis, like a life crisis. Like I don't know what to do next. And then hearing that fake Crag died
Yeah.
while having all my things too.
Yeah.
Like he had
Squashed like a
my
bug.
hammer and all of the things, and it didn't help him. And it's like, who am I? Who am I to be able to do anything then? Is this hammer really that special? It's going to make me some sort of hero?
You are
and-
a hero.
Am I a hero?
Yeah, you're Crag.
But thinking back,
And he shares all this with his best friend, Sir Quigley.
His best friend, his things.
His things. He's talking to his hammer.
no. But I would.
I can just see his hammer.
Sorry, he's talking.
I would eventually try to round everyone up,
Sure.
gather everyone up.
Sure. Okay, so you want to sort of send out feelers
I want
to gather everybody up.
Gather everyone up. Regroup.
Is there anywhere particular that you wanted to meet, or do you? Because typically the church has been like sort of your guys' home base.
Yeah.
That's where the warden, who you guys have been dealing with, Erasmus Kine, has been staying. So that's sort of where you've been reporting to. Obviously, Quigley spends most of has spent a ton of his time there because you've been training.
I've got a bed.
You've got a bed there, yeah.
It's a cot.
Yeah, sure, but you know.
Yeah, I'll head back to the church and try to find everybody.
Okay, so you want to just basically call a meeting at some point soon, and you've been having this sort of crisis of dealing with not only your own mortality, but the mortality of everybody around you, which is very interesting for Crag. I feel like that may be something he's had to deal with before. Maybe this is one time too many. Quigley, obviously you've spent a majority of your time training.
Right. And there's many things that I have been doing. I have been getting the lay of the land. I've been going to see Lady Maisie. I've been going to see Tim. Trying to get the 411 on what's been going down.
Sure.
And also the words of Sir Kimbleton that it was a trap have also just what. By the way, we've been followed by 350 and Super Megade
Super Mega Death. Super Mega Death 14 Death.
I actually think that we should have allowed him to keep going unaided on how that was going
Super
to be.
Mega Omega
I
DJ.
would have done the same thing. Don't worry. I probably would have done the
So
same
anyway,
Thank you.
thank you for the follow. So I am doing all these things, but then I go to the High Aegis. I probably don't go to the High Aegis. I go to whomever I can. If it's Inquisitor Seraphina, if it's the High Aegis, if it's somebody in the church that has some influential power, and I want to discuss this orb with them.
Perfect. Excellent. So you start asking around about Seraphina. And every time you mention her name, you get the sense that whomever you are speaking to has no idea what you're talking about. But once or twice, you ask, and you get not the sense that they don't know what you're talking about, but specifically that they're sort of dodging your question, and they brush it aside and start talking about something else entirely, changing the subject.
Are they wizards of the coast?
You stop. Stop. Stop it. And after a solid afternoon of questioning people, you are approached by a stern-looking priest whom you recognize from a lot of your training. Though you haven't had very extensive training in the ways of Arender, one of the men who has sort of taught you quite a bit is a man named Dalton Fugue. And he comes up to you and he reminds you that oftentimes an Inquisitor's work is done in secret. And he also wants to talk to you about your duties to Arender.
Yeah, I feel like I need to have this discussion with somebody.
Indeed. So, if you have any questions, I would be happy to assist you.
Perfect. So many. Just, Dalton Fugue. How do you spell Fugue?
Fugue.
That's the common spelling.
Well, Sir Dalton? Sir Dalton? Sir Dalton, we found this orb, this item that's supposed to help us control a dragon, and, well, Sir Kimbleton, whom you may know, being both sirs yourselves, he said it was a trap. Now, when we went there certainly was a trap that was sprung, but it wasn't a trap like I assumed it would be. It was something elemental, and I assumed that it would be more demonic or devilish in nature. And, well, I'm worried that this trap that he spoke of wasn't a trap then, but might be a trap in the future.
I am delighted to hear that your insights match our own. We have had our suspicions about this person you call Sir Kimbleton ever since he claims to have escaped the shadow and showed up back in the city, apparently unharmed, a feat no other victim has managed. We have been wondering if perhaps he has been somehow recruited by the shadow, or they are operating through him in some other manner. So to hear that you also share these suspicions confirms our choice. I mean, you do agree, do you not?
My suspicion wasn't necessarily that he was evil in any
Surely
nature.
you understand that someone touched by the shadow would not be able to survive intact. I I understand that Kimbleton may once have been a powerful ally to you and a good man, dwarf, but you do understand that someone who has been taken to the Realm of Shadows would not be able to come back as themselves. Yes?
Was that racist?
No, I love dwarves. I have many dwarf friends.
Sense motive. Natural 20!
You get the sense that maybe this guy has not always had the best relations with dwarves, and that might be his problem. he might have some stuff to work out.
I'm gonna write that down.
Please, make a note of it.
Yeah, what?
Dalton Fugue, racist against dwarves.
Sarah BC1 has donated $16. 10 of those dollars is to give Crag a lovely little shield of faith.
How many bonuses does Crag need?
6 of those dollars go to taken away from you.
That is so unfair on every level.
Thank you, Sarah.
Frodo. Frodo on you.
He wasn't.
Throttle on your cow.
Fertile on your cat.
Well, now, I mean, what'd that cow ever do to anybody?
He wasn't. He wasn't evil when. He wasn't acting strangely. He didn't act oddly. He was acting in good nature.
I understand. You haven't been with the church long, and you may not have had the experience that many of our knights have had against these forces. So, and he was a friend of yours. I understand. But one of the things that you will have to come to terms with, if you are meant to succeed in the church,
On the slide, he's like,
is that if you are to defend yourself against the outsiders that seek to invade this plane, you must be prepared for a level of deception and trickery that you must always be wary. They will always try to strike at you where you're weakest. They will use your friends against you, and perhaps we are wrong. Perhaps. But I would keep that question alive in your heart if you will mean to survive and succeed.
You're saying they're going to use Tim against me.
Anyone could be used against
I
you.
feel like you've had a lot of practice in dealing with friends betraying you.
I'm in for life says, oh man, Adam Kimbleton's off the couch for 1 week and now he's a villain?
But there was another matter to discuss, and that is the orb.
Yeah, how does
As
it
you well know.
detect evil on him real fast?
Are you detecting evil on me?
Yeah.
Are you detecting?
You just said don't trust anyone.
Bruh, are you detecting evil on me?
Yes, you said not to trust.
Did you just detect evil on me,
Yeah,
bruh?
you just told me not to trust anyone, even my friends. So you tell me and I'll corroborate your information. Are you evil?
You detect no evil.
Okay.
I got a reroll.
But a lot of anger. You detect a lot of anger.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
But it's righteous anger. He's
All right,
he's-
Dalton.
Jay
Dalton,
Womack,
yes.
nice job.
So how?
Jesus.
It's round.
It is.
Where are we going?
You
What color?
understand that we are working alongside the wardens. After all, the enemy is from the Shadow Plane. It is Erender's duty, and everyone sworn to his that we would stand against
Right.
the forces of Shadow, and we mean to do so to the end. But there has been some talk of what happens after the Shadow is destroyed. Naturally, the wardens are going to want to claim the orb,
Like Nat?
but
Nat destroyed.
the church believes that this is a gift. That one of our own now holds the orb is a sign that one of our own must always hold the orb. This dragon could be used to defend the realms for centuries to come,
Love dragons.
and we maintain that the church must maintain control of the orb after the shadow is banished. You, being the forefront, the tip of the spear, as it were, against this threat,
Could have said sword,
will be
but-
charged with this sacred duty. When all is said and done, you must maintain control of the orb and return it here into our hands.
Well, I'm not going to lie to anyone about it.
You don't have to lie.
All right.
You simply have to defend it in the name of the church and bring it here to us.
Certainly.
That is your sacred duty. You must understand that there are those who might try to stop this, and that you must do whatever it takes to ensure that your mission is carried out successfully.
Whoa.
I don't know if you know this, but my AC is so high.
Good. Excellent. A high AC is necessary for this task.
And I say, oh, perfect. And I say, oh, one more thing. How do I use it?
That is something that
Nobody knows.
we will have to take some time to discover. The orb itself is rather powerful, and the magics involved.
Yeah.
In fact, if you would allow us to hold on to it, we would, working with the wardens, seek to uncover the methods by which you guys will use it to take control of the dragon Daralaxitran.
Perfect. I pull it back out of my
Okay.
And I quickly detect evil.
No evil.
Okay.
No,
So but he knows I did it again.
he's looking. He's like,
Double checking.
it's twice now, bruh. Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And I hand
not
it
cool.
over and I say, just send a pigeon or something when you figure it out. And
We will, of course, be in touch.
and one last thing for mine.
Yes.
I am eagerly waiting to see if any message has come from Captain Shelley Withers about anything from Dorman's Ford, or on a slightly more selfish note, of the wedding. I was hoping she might include some information about that. And if no information has come, I will send a pigeon.
Okay. Information. Travelers
I groomed a pigeon the other day.
have information and people have sort of stopped flowing out into or out of Anderley. If you remember when you guys were on your way to Solastrad, the countryside was basically deserted at this point. Everybody has either made their way into the city or simply vanished, taken by the shadows. Now that you guys have experienced firsthand what happens when the Chitons attack.
No pigeons either?
What's that?
No, I can't send a bird of some kind.
I'll call them.
You can Game of Thrones this if you want. Yeah, you can send a raven.
No, I would like to.
But yeah, but basically no news has been coming in. But
Haven't
if you want to
heard
send
anything.
something out, you can make the attempt.
Yeah, so I will send a quick jotted down letter. And dear Captain Shelley Withers, haven't heard from you, so that makes me slightly nervous. Please respond with a quick update. Things here are not great, but perhaps we'll get better soon. How was the wedding? No, I'm not interested really. Yeah. So, and I'm writing the ... Anyways,
yeah.
yes. Thank you, and stay safe.
So you strap this book to the pigeon.
He just put Sir Gerald's guide up there.
All right. So you want to send a message, and then you had mentioned wanting to talk, to seek out Maisie and Tim. Was there anybody else who was particularly interested in catching up with anybody from your former Trapsboro days? No.
You said they're all gone.
You can say yes. You're allowed to participate.
I just, you asked everybody else what they were doing except for Diana and I, so I just feel like maybe Diana and I had some things we wanted to do.
You'll get a turn, you clowns. I just wanted to see if I could. Never mind. We'll have 8 separate meetings with Maisie if everybody wants to do their own. Okay, well, so I guess you're going to do that alone, and we'll deal with that after we've dealt with other people's turns.
Sure.
What would you like to do,
Alex.
No, let Marcus. You're brought it up.
But right now Marcus is indifferent because he has no soul, so it doesn't really matter.
I would probably be leaning up against a tree,
Okay.
just taking in the city and everyone walking by me, and flipping my.
Flipping him the bird.
Lyra,
I'm not flipping anyone the bird. I'm trying to get.
you're on a mission.
Just everyone that passes by.
Yeah, I'm saying F you to everyone. No.
F you.
Sometimes you call out like, hey,
F
hey.
you.
Yeah, you.
You guys are the worst. Let me talk.
Little
Go
kids on
ahead.
the street.
I'd be flipping my coin,
Okay.
and I think I'd be in my own thoughts about what's next.
Okay.
Where do I go? Who do I go?
Mm-hmm.
And then remembering that the group's probably still thinks they don't know who I am.
Right.
They don't know if I'm completely evil, and I don't want them to think I'm evil.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't know what I did in my past. I can't remember any of it. So I'd probably just be thinking about that and Twister Glee, because that was the last person I spoke to. So I'm just watching people as I'm thinking these thoughts.
Okay. Okay. And then Marcus, is there anything that you had a particular interest in?
Well, President Voss says they missed the real party members, Kimbleton, Mug, and Claret.
We miss them too.
And Tabletop Loot mentions that Crag is their hero.
Thank you.
People cheering too. Tabletop Loot, King Lucifer, Jay Womack, Mama Jim Jam, Luna Steel Song, Aunt Coco,
And
Duchess
Coco.
of Dinos.
Yay!
And we got some subs going on. The sub game is strong. Tales of Emily, Elite Trooper 248, Sarah BC1, Duchess of Dinos, I'm in
Nice,
for life,
guys.
Kevin Alexander, Tabletop Loot, gifting one to Adam _Kimbleton.
Nice.
Ooh.
Pretty amazing.
So cool.
And also Lucas Martinez is giggling every time you say duty, Jim. Just so you know.
Nice.
But can you read Imp in My Head? Because I just want to hear you say bra again.
Okay.
Jim?
If in my head says, detect evil, brah, not cool.
Then he throws a solo cup of meat down on the ground. Says,
Bruh, detect evil 2 times? 2 times, bruh? Oh, man.
yeah, so, you know, we've mentioned this a number of times.
Yes.
That Marcus has some detachment from his former self. And that's not lost on version 2.
Virgin or
Yeah,
version?
sure.
Well, it wouldn't be a version. He's got a kid coming along.
I'm just saying. I just
Do you
thought
even
it
know
was
that, though?
virgin.
He's...
All right, 2.0. So this is where 2.0 Marcus's head is at. All right?
Tell me about
First off, he's recognized that he has this detachment, and he's noticing that he's having a really strong affinity towards necromancy right now, which is interesting. And maybe troubling's not the right word, because he's not troubled by it, but he's able to kind of analyze that and be like, well, it's not something that I think I've ever studied before, you know, in depth. And so he's kind of recognizing that. He's also being a little more practical. He bought a hat. He didn't really see why he shouldn't have a hat, so
What
he's got a
kind
hat
of
now.
Like a newsy hat?
It's a cap.
Like a cap?
Yeah, it's a cap.
the
Oh,
big red feather.
To keep the sun out of his eyes?
He's got a cap. He's got a cloak now.
Wait,
too.
is it a pimp? Is it a pimp hat?
What
I
color?
don't
What
think-
color is your
That
hat?
it's a pimp hat?
I'm just saying it's a big feathered
Oh,
hat.
fedora.
My
Not
hat
everybody's-
is white, I think.
You have a white hat. What
Yeah.
color is your
And a
cloak?
Just a little.
Gandalf?
And then my
I'm asking
cloak.
for a friend.
My cloak's just it's just blue. It's just a blue.
I
cloak.
It's a
have
blue
cloak,
cloak.
too.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
a
yeah,
white
yeah.
And a white hat.
I
That's
want
it.
a cloak.
We're being super pranky.
But it's like a cap. He also got himself a handy haversack because he saw
I
Quigley
do
using
too.
one.
I bought one too.
So he thought that'd be a good idea.
Because I have a lot of
Bags
I
galore.
got armor.
He's noted that Crag seems afraid, which is something that he hadn't seen before. Or he suspects that there's some fear because he expected Crag to show up at the church, but
Yeah.
Crag never showed up. So he's suspecting that.
I think. Is there
He's taken some time to study a little bit. So he went to meet with that guy.
Okay.
What was that guy?
Yeah, actually, I actually went back. We had never because Quigley
never-
wasn't there. A name wasn't established.
No.
However, going back to the archives, I mean, people there recognize you. You were there for a long time.
Yeah.
You were sort of an object of study, and they have a sort of new intaker of wayward wizards coming to look at the archives, and you are the first time you go there after coming back after doing after running through the vault of Portalis. You are greeted by a young apprentice in floppy green robes that seems so large on him you are afraid if he tucked his arms and legs inside, he might be lost forever in their expansive folds.
Not afraid.
I can't wait to hear his voice.
You just
Oh
no.
my God, I'm so
okay,
excited.
Noted.
What's his voice?
And what's that?
I can't wait to hear his voice.
I'm so excited.
I was about to, and now you guys put me on the spot.
No, you're gonna do it.
No, you're always on the spot.
But he's oh, hello, sir. Hi. Hi. Welcome to the archives of Anderley. We have lots of tomes. Oh wait, you've been here before, haven't you? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you were here. Well, now you're back. That's good. We were wondering if maybe you died, but that's obviously not true. Unless, are you a lich, sir?
I don't think so.
Good. We couldn't let you in if you were a lich. We would actually have to spend a lot of effort to destroy you. And I don't think I could have handled that. So it's good that you're a living wizard. How can we help you today?
I would like to ask your name.
Yeah. Well, everybody here calls me Trip because I do that a lot, and I guess that's really funny. You know, if you're not me.
Okay. Trip, there's been, like, people taken, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a big problem. You see, there's these guys that come out of the shadows and they just snatch you up. They drag you back into the shadows. They're actually traveling through the shadow plane. I'm sure you know all that. You're a wizard.
Yeah. See the hat?
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, in the robes.
No, well, why? What's the leading theory?
Well, see what happens. Well, the best as we've been able to determine is once somebody gets taken into the shadows, then the shadows, they like torture you, and then like you become a shadow, kinda, and then you're part of the shadow army. That's kind of like how they do things. That's how they propagate.
Does anybody know where they showed up from?
Well, the shadow plane.
Yeah,
That's,
but
you know,
but like why? Why now? Because there's a dragon too.
Yeah, things are real bad. Everything sucks, guys. It's real bad. There's the dragon, and the leading theory is that a bunch of bozos released some ancient god who came back as a shadow lord or something.
Oh yeah, I think that was us.
I don't know. Oh yeah. There was mention of a big guy with a hammer, and a wizard was traveling with him. So yeah, that's probably you.
So that's super interesting. So Marcus takes that information and says, okay, so a bunch of shadows, and there's somebody with a big hammer. Okay. And he takes off the amulet that's protecting him from the hag
Oh, okay.
and says, I guess I'll go find out who I was or die. Bye.
So you take off the amulet, and you're about to leave, and Trip is looking at this. He says, Oh yeah, that's right. That's why you were in here for so long. It was Swain. Yeah, you were his friend. Real shame about Swain.
What happened to Swain?
Oh yeah, well he died actually a couple weeks ago. It was real sad. You know, he just went kind of crazy. He stopped like eating and sleeping, and he just started like wasting away. Wasn't really anything anybody could do for him. He spent all his time in the library by himself. He wouldn't talk to anybody, and it was real bad. He just snapped after you left. I don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened. He got real weird.
Practical Marcus puts the amulet back on
Okay.
and says, show me what he was reading.
Well, I mean, I can show you his room, but I mean, I don't
that.
know what he was reading.
Do those things.
Okay. So he takes you through the archives, and this is all pretty familiar territory for you. You spent quite a few weeks or a few days in here previously, sort of being studied, and you are pretty soon admitted to a small, stark room.
Wait, I'm admitted?
You are admitted,
Oh, crap.
and you're strapped to a bed. They sedate you to
Go
a
on.
small, stark room consisting of a bed, a desk, and a small trunk. Trip insists that nothing has been disturbed since Swain's unfortunate demise. And he explains that it's because the wizards here are concerned about any lingering malignant magic that may have affected him that sort of caused this whole descent into madness. Perhaps some curse or another that nobody has really had. Nobody has taken the time to properly vet the room since his death. So if you want to go in there and start touching stuff, I mean, it's probably safe. But you know how it is. There's lots of magic here, and we just like to be extra careful.
I am not afraid. I go into the room.
You go into the room.
And touch all the things.
Okay, just start touching everything. Yeah.
Well, I want to, so my thought process is he was a smart guy.
Yeah.
He probably has some things in here, but more importantly, he's potentially was smart enough to hide things too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
So
you've
yeah,
got,
I want to kind of like, flip the room over. Like I want to go through this whole thing.
Make me a perception check.
I
do you want to
take
start with
20.
Do you want to take the desk? Do you want to start with the desk, the bed, or the trunk?
I'm going to start with the bed.
Okay.
And I'll take 20 on that.
All right.
You do have a +1 on your next D20 roll from Sarah BC.
Wait, Sarah BC, give me a +1.
Yes.
Sarah
Thank you,
BC's
Sarah.
giving everyone love.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
So nothing seems out of the ordinary at first. I mean, you're just it's neatly made bed. It's very small for one person. Didn't look like he had a lot of much of a social life here.
And I will detect magic on it as I go through it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you're getting some readings of magic pretty much throughout the room, like the stone magic. Like there's a little bit of magic when you sweep over the desk. There's no magic in the trunk that you notice, but nothing seems out of the ordinary. And then, almost sort of on a whim, you decide to lift the mattress up off its frame, and you notice that scratched into the wood of the frame is a single word: solstice.
Rosebud.
Like winter solstice or like SOUL?
It just says SOLSTICE, like a winter solstice.
Oh, there's no SOUL-stice.
Solstice.
Solstice.
All right. I take a note from Crag and I pull out the dagger and slice open the mattress and the pillow.
Okay.
And all that.
Yeah, I mean, you start doing that, and at this point, Trip's like, "Oh, I don't know about that. Hold on now. I mean, you can look through things. No.
He falls down.
That's ruined now. And there's nothing in the mattress.
Okay. I'll check the trunk next.
Okay, you go through. You find some clothes, some like a lamp, some candles, personal effects, but nothing that looks valuable or anything odd or out of the ordinary.
Anything written on any of the valuables or inside the...
Yeah, you're taking a pretty thorough look. It doesn't look like there's
I
anything
move the
here.
chest.
Okay, you move it out of the way. There's nothing on the floor, nothing underneath it.
I move the bed frame out.
Okay, yeah, you start moving things. I mean, yeah, there's nothing under the bed.
All right, I'll go check the desk.
Okay, the desk itself is empty, or it's the table is empty and clean, but you do notice that there's a drawer, but it appears to be locked.
I ask Trip, do you have access to knock?
No, I do not.
Is that a scroll you have here?
Well, no, I don't know. Maybe.
I could pay for it to study it.
You're really not supposed to use that one, but I can see. I could put in a request.
Oh, you might be my favorite. I just want to
They get real touchy about that one though, because they don't like, you know how it is. They don't want people going through other people's things. I can put in a request and we'll see what they say, but especially because you're not one of the archivists, I just don't know that they'll give you access to it. I can't guarantee it.
I searched the rest of the desk.
Okay,
Anything
yeah.
scratched in the bottom of it, behind
Yeah,
it,
you
I
don't.
move
Yeah,
it.
you go thoroughly over it. The only other thing that you don't have access to here is the inside of this drawer.
How
you don't notice anything
sturdy
else.
is this desk?
Pretty sturdy. You would guess too that it's very likely to be magically reinforced, considering this is a place where where wizards study and experiment with magic. Most of the furniture would be like fireproof or blast proof, just in case something goes wrong.
Cool. I will. Well, I'll use my bonded ring, and I'll cast floating disc on it. Can it be lifted?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause oh man, I mean, well, sir, that's not allowed. But it's not allowed. No, I don't know.
I said, well, I'm trying to solve the mystery.
Yeah, I get it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go tell somebody in a different room so that they know and they can deal with it. Because I'm out of my depth here, sir. He starts walking away.
And I walk away with the desk trailing me.
So
And I'm going to wherever she
You
is.
just walk around with the desk, leaving the archives with this desk on a floating disc.
The former vole has subbed. Thank you, the former vole.
You said that right.
Read Brian Summers' comment as Trip.
I gotta find the comments first. Okay. From Brian Summer. Guys, my mom's gonna get real pissed if you keep moving the furniture around.
That is so great.
I'm in for life has donated $25.
Woo!
Whoa!
Steven.
Give Ashley a +3 on a future roll.
Nice.
Thanks so much. That's awesome.
Your bonuses.
Stocking up.
Little does anyone know, this is just
Yeah,
a
this is
story
gonna be
show.
this is a no roll today. Okay. So we have dealt with everybody's individual needs. Crag, at some point, you have sort of sent word throughout the town. You've
Sent the little
made it
birds out.
known.
The
You've
ravens.
sent your own
Oh, okay,
flock of
great.
pigeons and ravens and
I hear you.
out,
All right.
and everybody knows that Crag wishes to meet. The most convenient location that you all have continuous access to is the church, so you can meet there unless there's a specific reason that you don't want to. You can meet somewhere else.
Okay, so I see this and I hear this.
You do, because he tells you.
And I realize that everyone's going to be meeting there, and I want to get there before everyone else. So
I'm
gonna
there.
run.
I live there. So,
Fine. I do that? Fine. So I'm running. I'm running to try to get there before
Okay,
everybody else.
so you rush
Okay.
to get there,
Hi, Alex.
and
As
you
I pass
meet
over.
Crag out on the front steps,
Okay.
running up to him, huffing and puffing.
Aw,
Crag's like, you're like
Okay.
Is something
30
chasing
minutes
you?
early.
No, but I really need to talk to you.
Yeah,
Wait a
I
second.
need to talk to all of you.
Right, no, but I have something really important to talk to you about. See, when you were gone, well, before that, and so she's like really nervous, so she's kind of like pacing while she's talking to him. But she's like, so before that, I was trying to, okay, so I really care about you, but I mean, we care about everybody, and so, but I really care about you, and I cared about you before you died. Well, we thought you died, and I thought that I could just let it go, and so I was working through it. But then when you died, I realized that I lost any opportunity, and then she doesn't really know what to say, so she kisses him.
Ow!
She just kisses him, and then she backs away. Like, she's just like, she just didn't know how to express it. But I just had to share how I feel, because I didn't want to lose you again and not have you know how I felt. And then she walks into the church.
Old Marcus sees this. He knows it.
quickly, he's up against the window. He's got his nose pushed up.
That scream was Quigley.
I'm sorry. It's a natural reaction. I'm not even there yet. I'm still walking. I'm not even there
Yeah, she just was really nervous.
yet. Sorry, guys out there, and sorry, Jared. I'm sorry.
What the? So she walks into the church, like.
Okay,
flustered,
okay.
not knowing what to say.
All right, so Crag, you are standing there. A few minutes later, Alex walks up. A few minutes after that,
I'm just like
Marcus walks up and he's got a desk like floating behind him. A lot of weird stuff's happening today, man. But everybody has gathered.
Are you just standing there, Craig?
After that, I was just kind of, I'm like frozen.
You okay?
Yeah, we're meeting inside to talk.
Alright. And then I turn to Marcus and I go, what the?
I wanted her to go. You want me to get in that? Yeah.
But it's a desk, so
Yeah,
I know it's locked.
I say, Alex, this is locked. It's probably magically trapped, so if you could identify the trap, I have Dispel Magic prepared and could perhaps, hopefully help.
Okay, well, let's bring it inside, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
It trails after me.
So you go up the stairs. You guys have all gathered at the church.
I like that there are no questions. You got a desk?
She knows what she's
Yeah,
doing.
cool.
Yeah, she knows this drill.
Normal way.
Now you'll still have to go, and you have a lead on getting a new set of lockpicks. You haven't quite picked them up yet, but you have an appointment later today to go and pick them up. If you remember, there was a contact that you had in Trapsboro, Nick Faraway, who was sort of your
Yes.
your finger on the pulse of the city.
I
kind of
remember
deal.
that.
You know
NPC.
that
It was quite fun.
you know that she's able to procure quite a vast array of things that you might need. So while you can't take care of this for Marcus right now, you know that fairly soon you will be able to. You were in fact set to meet her after you met with Crag.
Great.
Deal with whatever he's got to tell you all. So there you are, Crag.
I put I look at Quigley then, after Alex informs me of that, and I say, where's your room?
Oh, I mean, it's a cot, but and really, it's
I'd like to see it.
well, really, it's just sort of a
Could you take me to
it's
see
sort
it?
of a group room, and so yeah, I walk him upstairs and
That chest comes with me. That desk comes with me.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
It's gonna hang out in Quigley's room.
Is this our box?
I'm following.
I mean, you think it's safe here? Should I set up my bear traps?
I think you should set up your bear traps.
I set up my bear traps.
How many do you have?
Okey-dokey.
Marcus believes he's doing
Oh, you
humor
bought some?
right now.
30?
I have 30 bear. No, I do not have 30 bear traps. No, I have 2 bear traps.
That's it?
They are. Yes, he took them all away.
But you still have bear traps.
I set them up very strategically.
Oh, boy.
Strategically setting up the bear traps in the communal space that you share.
And then
with
I
the
put
other-
up a sign that says "Beware of bear traps."
Oh, that's how they're most effective too.
Is it spelled correct?
He's in the church.
Yeah.
And these are his
Yeah.
people.
Oh my gosh.
They know me here.
All right.
I take off the amulet.
Okay.
I put it in my pocket.
You put it in your pocket.
No, I begin studying it to try to
Begin
figure
studying,
out how
okay.
to use it to
Sure,
find
sure,
the
sure,
hag.
sure,
Is there a conference room?
And
Am
then
I
I'm going
sitting in
down.
a conference
And then
room?
I'm
I'm like
going down to
waiting
find
in
Craig.
a.
And then I'm going down to
So
find
you
Craig.
guys, you guys do all this, and then you gather up together in the conference room with Craig, and you have the floor. Why did you gather us all together today, Craig?
Wait, you're there, Jim?
I'm here too. Yes. I kiss you. No.
Oh,
I knew he was gay.
I've already.
So did a few people who watch the show.
It's a
So-
joke from before the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, go on.
First off, I'm just glad we're all together again.
Oh yes,
I'm nervous and looking down.
Yeah, I can't look at her.
I'm not looking.
Deception check.
Yeah.
So
14.
you're completely throwing me off.
I'm sorry.
We have a lot of work to do. And I know we have to go after this Dragon Ball Z sphere.
That's
Whatever this, we have to use this sphere and fight the dragon. But I can't deal with this anymore. And I point to him. He needs his soul back. I can't handle this. We used to have this fun rapport, and there's nothing. You have nothing. There's no passion. There's nothing. I mean, you never even question anything. You don't argue with me. It's awful.
Okay.
Well, we better figure that out.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. So,
I thought I might go get the hag. It seems like there might be things that old me would have known.
To be fair, the church seems to be studying the orb now and finding out how we can utilize it, so
Right.
this might be the only opportunity that we get.
We should sleep. Just kidding.
I think sleeping would be a bad idea for me. But I'll sleep if you tell me to.
No,
Should I sleep?
No.
Guys,
Listen.
let Craig speak. Go
listen.
ahead.
I haven't gotten close to anyone in a very long time, in years. There are things you guys don't know about me. Things that have happened to me, things that have happened that have scarred me for life. And for some odd reason, I don't know what it is, I've grown fond of you guys. Mostly because it didn't seem like anyone else would follow me to do anything.
Is that me you've grown fond of or old me?
I told you I miss the old you, dummy.
Oh, this music's gonna make me cry.
So, I've lost a lot of people that I've cared about. And I was really afraid of losing you guys. And I've come to realize I need you. I cannot do this alone. I can't. I just can't. This is not a one-person thing. We have to band together as a team. And I've tried to tell you before, and I've been telling you this all the time. We need to be a team. That's what we need. We need to be one. From my tribe where I come from, our tribe is one and our tribe is home. That is...
Somewhere Hunter really likes that.
Yeah, I was going to say Marcus reminds me of, a guy I used to know growing up.
Quickly, I think you should be writing this down because I think old Marcus needs to hear this more than this version of Marcus does.
Oh no, I'm right there, yes.
Now I have to go back. Where was I?
So
should
we
be
need
one.
to be
Tribe is one.
And we should be one.
And
Yeah.
Lord Marcus reminds you of someone.
And whether I like it or not, I almost feel like you guys are my family, because I have no family left out there. My sister, my last remaining relative, was killed. Was killed by a she demon named Zilsi that took control of my Aunt Controna. It's a very long story. And maybe I'll tell you all about it. I'm not going to burn time up here, but when we walk and talk. But again, you're with me, or we just part ways and we stop, because there's only one way from now on, and it's together as a team, fighting together for one goal. There's no more every man for himself. There's no more striding boldly forth. I get it. You want to do it? Sometimes it's better to assess your enemy's strengths and weaknesses, and plan, and not just jump head first into a trap or into a giant monster.
We're going to have to fit a lot more on that t-shirt. Assessing the party's strengths and weaknesses.
I look at Sir Crag, I go, I do that so you don't die.
So I go in my bag,
Okay.
and I pull out a bundle. I pull out this small leather bundle, and I unbundle it. And these were made by my sister when we were on a journey. And this is right before she passed. and I read them what was in there. The tribe is one. The tribe is home. For you are my heart and my blood. Ka'ira.
I'm confused. When did Lyra write this?
No, Kira. It has a K.
Everyone shut up and listen. You have a choice to make right now. We are a team and we are one and we are a tribe and we are a family. And we all take one of these bracelets. And this is as good as a blood bond here. We're together in our mission and our goals.
Okay.
And first thing we're gonna do is get this idiot's soul back.
I say,
So you're either with me or you're free to go.
you have my sword, and my shield, and my axe.
And my incredibly high AC.
No, and I kneel before him and I present my wrist.
Great. I just
Is it like
give
a
him
slap
the
on?
bracelet.
Is it like a?
I give him the bracelet.
She did a slap on. She did a slap on.
They're woven leather bracelets.
Woven leather slap bracelets.
So I hand them out to everyone.
Okay.
If that's
Do
their
we fight
decision.
over which one we want?
They're all the
because
same.
I feel like we fight over which
They're all
one
the
we
same.
want.
No.
Yeah, I feel like we probably fight
We
over.
don't, though.
I walk up to Crag and I say, I don't think I have family either, so thank you. And then I hand over I put it on.
You get a bracelet. You get a bracelet. Idiot already was like, yeah, sure.
He's got a bracelet. He's had a bracelet the whole time.
And I give her I give Lyra a bracelet, not to be confused with Ka'ira.
So how did you give it to her? Like, was it awkward, no
Like
looking?
giving
or-
it to her and then
I
Like
Thank
enough to roll
you.
perception
No locked
check?
eyes.
No, I said thank you and like that. Like I didn't want. I already knew I made it awkward, but I needed to get it out.
Did you avert your gaze?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
for
was
me it's really difficult having lost loved ones to get that close to someone again. To have that happen again. That's in my head.
Yeah.
I go, oh! Stiddlywinks. It works now. I got it. I know how to find the hag. Are we doing that? We don't have to do that. You don't want to do that? That's fine. What do you want to do? What are we doing?
We're gonna go. That is a great idea.
We're
Marcus.
preparing. We need to prepare. We're going to go against magic. We need to prepare.
Okay.
What did I prepare?
Bracelets. You guys all have your crag.
+3 bracelets.
They are,
Plus
yeah. What,
3 to
detect
being
magic.
a bracelet. Anyone who is wearing it gets a +3 bracelet stat. A +3 to specifically your bracelet score.
Great!
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark that down.
Yep, mhm.
It's gonna come in useful
If you
somewhere.
ever have to make a bracelet roll,
What does it,
pretty advantageous.
what ability mod goes with the
No,
bracelet roll?
it's for
We're-
braceleting. If you
But
ever
we all
have
have
to
to
bracelet
wear a
something.
bracelet on our right.
If I ever
on our
say
right
roll
wrist.
to have a
Right.
bracelet on,
I automatically put it on my left hand.
Oh.
That's
Why?
the one that's attached to my shield. It's the more important. What if this one gets chopped off? I still have it on this hand.
Right is
what
wrong.
if this hand gets cut off? That's a pretty strong argument. What if this hand gets chopped off?
But
Oh, can I have already been?
Crag
I've already been
bracelet.
gathering things. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
so you guys have
while-
gathered a majority of your
Plus
supplies.
3.
Because this will
There's
be
just
a
a
part.
few-
This will be a part of it too.
Yeah.
Bracelet.
And I also, so I've been thinking a lot about what we're going to be going up against and how much I hate magic, and just about things that have happened to us in the past. And I've been asking around town, and I've been gathering some equipment. And so I also have, I'm going to give everyone a pair of smoked goggles. I'm giving you this pair of smoked goggles.
Thanks.
This is going to help. This is going to help when we come up against creatures with a gaze attack. So that it gives you.
It gives you a bonus to your.
I wear them all the time.
That is
That's
not
bad.
good. They also give you a
don't-
negative to your perception.
No, you don't wear
checks.
them right now. Yeah, don't. And then I give everyone earplugs too. Everyone gets earplugs as well. I mean, you get a +2 to saves that involve hearing. But then it also, if you wear them all the time, you get a -5 to your
I
hearing
put them in.
perception. No, hey, hey,
What?
not take them out. Take them out. Not right now. Not you don't wear them.
You just take them, spit it out.
Well,
Spit it out.
I'm always up for a good hag hunt.
A good
Hold on to
hag
those.
hunt.
Shall we go after the one of the people who tortured my hometown, who
Yep.
destroyed your life, ruined his, and eventually will come up against all of us?
Yeah, I'm ready to hag hunt. I strap on a bandolier with all my potions
Yeah, yeah.
and iron vials. It's amazing. You guys are like.
vials?
I'm
You're
iron.
impressed.
I am. I'm looking at the
I've got a
iron
whole
vials.
bunch of scars around my head just
What?
from being down in the Darklands, and I take some of my my sheets from the church and I tear them and I wrap it around bandana style.
Like Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's destruction of church property. That's an 85.
Get out of
gold
here,
fine.
librarian! You get out of here! Frodel upon you!
Wait, Trip came in here?
I say,
He's in a moment. He reaches for a bracelet, falls over.
there's a desk upstairs I gotta get into. And then we could go or whatever if you guys want. I don't know. I know how to find the hag.
That's great, but we need to figure out a way so she can't find us.
Oh, and I wear this.
Garrett Wolf says, which basement are we going to?
If you wear this, then she can't find you.
All right, but we also have another one that is also being tracked by a hag.
Yeah, but I can't wear it and find the hag. I can only do one or the other. So I should wear it, and I put it on.
I think what Crag is suggesting is also looking for alternative methods of protecting yourselves.
I need to talk to more people in town.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have had your meeting. Crag has given his inspiring speech.
We're a team now.
You're a team now.
We're a
hopefully,
team now for
possibly.
life.
Yeah.
For
For
life.
life.
Yep.
Well,
For
one
life.
could argue not of sound mind and body for this one. You may have to give another rousing speech in the future, is all I'm saying.
We've got a good 2 episodes
I
of teamwork in
enjoyed
front
it.
of us.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's what I'm thinking.
Before Ben leaves.
So, you have some business to attend to fairly soon here. Is there anywhere before that? Obviously, after that, there's the desk to deal with when she has her thieves' tools back. Was there anything else anybody wants to? Because you had talked about again, like finding alternative methods to sort of protect yourself
Yeah.
against the hag. Perhaps taking some of Crag's advice, maybe, and trying to assess an enemy's strengths and weaknesses before striding boldly forth. I don't know. You guys tell me what you want to do. But
Yeah, I'm
what does
still.
the rest of your day look like?
I'm still trying to figure out a way to hide us. Because in my mind, I feel that everyone's out to get us.
Mm-hmm.
We are marked. I can't even. Can I count the groups on one hand? I think there's more.
It's quite a few.
There's quite a
lot.
few.
You can't even take a crap in an establishment without people looking at it.
So, is it safe to say that I have already gathered all my
Yeah, all those
crazy-
things that you're doing.
all of my crazy things?
The disguises, yes.
There, I have. It's just.
It's
I have a silly. It's like a. Yeah, I have like a conspiracy.
A conspiracy
So
kit.
Conspiracy kit.
He's got a bug out bag.
Yep.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Basically, my bag of holding is a bug out bag. It's like one giant.
Where's your board with
Disguise
like
kit?
the twine interconnecting area?
It all leads back to this.
That's my room at the church. There's all the.
There's the board and the strings.
So yeah, because I have disguises. Because I feel like. That's a long story.
Since the last time you guys had faced a hag or talked about the hags, has anybody put a point since
Into
leveling
hag.
up into not hag into
Hag.
knowledge planes?
No.
No.
Nope,
No.
sure
We
haven't.
can put
Okay.
up
You've
points.
never told me to do that, so I didn't do
Can't
it.
we put
I will do it right now.
can't do it
That's
right
me again.
now.
Plus point.
You can't
That
do
I
that.
will use
now.
I'm going to use my +3 crag bracelet to make one knowledge check outside
Well, I
of my.
can tell you, you definitely have a bracelet, but what you don't have is any more knowledge of hags.
Hang on, I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, I think I may have. What level were we when we met the hag?
I want to say
7.
6.
6?
Yep.
Then yes, I have put one more point into it.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Nope, probably not. I'll tell you in a second. Keep going. Do your spiel. I like it. I love
Got
it.
it.
I'm loving it all.
So if there's nothing else pressing that you guys know of, Alex, you had wanted to go and meet with Nick Fairway so that you could reacquire some things that you had lost. Perhaps even better versions of things that you had
Yes.
lost down in the Darklands. And asking around, you very soon come to find that Nick Fairway is currently holed up in a local watering hole
You going?
known as the Swift Kick.
Swift.
The Swift Kick.
Hey, wait, what?
Jim got bored and thought Swift wins, and then he couldn't think anything else, and so he was like, kick.
I
Wow.
thought it was kitten.
I
I'm in
feel
for life. Gave me a reroll.
So challenged and called out.
No, I thought it was kitten.
I hurt so deep inside me.
No,
I'm in for life. Gave me a reroll.
I don't care about you anymore, Quigley. I was just assaulted verbally
By the way,
by one of my own players.
I'm at the Swift Kick with Tin. I'm just kidding. I'm not there.
You can go looking for people if you want.
No,
like if you
I'm
wanted to go talk to
perfectly fine.
people. Yeah.
I'm good.
You can go with Alex. Like you guys don't have to do things apart. You can.
Guys,
you can be
here's-
I feel
together
like
as a
this is
team for
something
life.
she would do without me.
Here's the stats on the goggles, just so you have them. So you get +8 to those conditional saves of something trying to
Against a gaze attack.
against a gaze attack. You get a +8 to your save. If you wear them all the time, you get a -40 your perception, and when you're wearing them, there's a 20% miss chance because
Everything goes down to dim light.
everything's
Right.
blurred.
Carolyn Weiss says the +3 bracelet of friendship grants a +3 bonus to any rolls involving knowledge planes, if it has to do with the plane of friendship or the plane of bracelets.
Oh.
That
Sounds
sounds
like My
right
Little
to me.
Ponies.
So Lyraland.
Or Learland.
Learland, basically.
Yes.
Knowledge Learland.
Learland has some dark places. You just don't know.
Wouldn't it be Kaira Land?
No,
it's
no,
Learland.
now they are
Oh,
very
it's
different.
Learland.
Kevin Alexander says every good team has a name. What is theirs?
I vote for the crew with a K.
Nope.
Nope. Squibble squabble is what I heard. I've written it down.
I vote
It's
for the
already
Crag
canon.
crew.
It was Swiddle Swaddle.
Heard that. Crack crew
What
with
did
a
you
K?
say?
Crag crew.
The Crag Crew?
With a K?
We're the
Crag-
KKs.
The Crag Crabs.
No, we're not doing cake.
No, we can't do that. There's like, you know.
I mean, it's the Crag Cave. It's a KK. It's a Crag Cave. I mean, there's a bunch of KKs. We're just not.
KKs
We
is
just don't.
okay.
You just don't have the third one.
You don't go to 3. You can
Yeah,
do
you
2.
never go to 3.
You never
You do
have
2.
3.
Never
We
go
have
full.
one of the backwards
Never go
ones,
full.
like they
We're
have in
double K.
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
K
Yeah, we're
squared.
double K.
K squared.
K squared.
Okay, so I'm in the inn.
K2.
I'm in the inn.
The K crew.
Okay. So you go to the Swift Kick. The sounds of drunken laughter and music spill out of the doorway when a reveler stumbles through it, nearly bumping into you but catching himself just in time. You enter the rowdy bar and feel right at home. The common room is a mess of booze, exposed flesh, and noise. What's surprising here is how bright it is. Light fills every corner. There is an air of desperation beneath the laughter and revelry, as if everything here is a little forced. Looking around, you don't initially see Nick, but you do see that this place has another room. You see 2 slim elf women with quarterstaves flanking the doorway. Occasionally, someone approaches and is either turned away or allowed to pass with a quiet nod from these 2 women. What do you do?
Great. You all know how well I talk. So I walk up to the 2 ladies. Say, excuse me, I'm here to meet Nick Fairway. We have some business to talk about.
They nod and let you pass. That was acceptable.
And that's what all we can hope for. Acceptable.
Passing through the doorway, you enter a much calmer scene. Several tables have been set up for games of chance, and people gamble or sit quietly drinking. You catch sight of none other than Nick Fairway, sitting at a table near a stoic elf woman.
So I walk up to Nick.
Okay.
I say hello.
Ah, well. If it isn't the hero of Trapsboro. Everyone said you and all of your friends were dead. But they said that last time, too. Do you have anything interesting for me? Need anything interesting from me? Or do you just want to stare into my eyes after so long apart?
I'm in need of a few things, and you are someone that I could speak to about. Down in Darklands, I have lost several of
The
my...
Darklands. That's where you were?
Yes.
I am surprised to see you alive after that. Not many can tell the tales that you could.
Perhaps, maybe an exchange of goods. And I take out the rare book of Undercommon.
Okay, yeah. You set this on the table, and she takes a glance at it. Roll a sense motive.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
You want your
yeah,
reroll?
Reroll!
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There you go.
That's how you spend a
This
reroll,
was meant
baby.
to be.
That was 100% better.
Yep,
That's
yep.
the worst!
Why
That
is
was
it?
such a waste
Oh,
of
man.
a reroll. Maybe I can, Lyra,
At this
correct?
point, if you had 18 more rerolls, you can get up to the 20. All right, so yeah, she casts a glance at the book and she flips through it. She's like, well, nobody would be able to read it, so I don't know how much I could really give you for it, but I'm sure there's a price. I'm sure there's someone who would collect something like this.
Exactly, so perhaps maybe you can find someone who would take it.
I'll do my best. You said exchange, so...
I'm in need of some masterwork thieves' tools.
Oh.
Oh, it sounded like
For good and noble work, I'm
Is it,
sure.
was it? Sorry, what was it?
Some stupendously masterful.
Stupendously masterful thieves' work.
Yes.
Thieves' tools.
Yes.
All
yes,
those
yes.
words.
All of them.
Put them all together.
Magnificent.
Plus 3 bracelet masterwork thieves.
Well, I think I have something that will work for you. And if you're willing to exchange the book for it, I'm sure that's a fair price. So she
He is ripping her off so bad.
has you wait for a few minutes, and then before too long, a small leather pouch that is set before you. It's like almost like a roll. So you unroll it. You can see some very finely made, shiny, brand new tools that you are very familiar with their use. You roll it back up, tuck it away. She says, "Well, you can stay and have a drink, or not.
Do you have anything else that you think might interest me?
I have so many things that would interest you. I just need to know what you are interested in."
As Diana, I don't know. But
Good day from Australia, you beautiful people. Missed you guys. So glad I have time to catch an episode. That's from Ask a Pathfinder. Welcome
That's
back.
cool. Thank you for joining us.
For someone like me, perhaps maybe you could show me something that you have. I mean, the book is quite expensive and very rare.
I mean, that's debatable. And there was an exchange already in place, so, again, I don't have a storefront. I can't really lay out a bunch of goods.
Oh, well.
Slap it. Give me what you got.
No. All right, so I slide the book over,
Okay.
and I take the bundle of
Yeah.
thieves' tools, and I pocket them, and I say, "Thank you for your business. I'm sure I'll see you again soon."
Oh, I hope so. We have bets every time you leave town
Oh, really?
on whether you'll make it back. I usually win. I'm sure you'll be delighted to know.
Oh, he bets on you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Before you go, that's what it was. Someone has been asking about you. It was a few weeks ago. An older man, handsome, but with a strange accent. I haven't seen him since he came by, but he did seem to know you.
What was his
What
name?
should I say if he were to stop by again.
Well, can I ask what's his name?
Wouldn't leave one, which is why I simply couldn't recall what had happened to you at the time. Thought it would be a professional courtesy to give you a heads up. Is that someone that you would prefer I forget about?
No. Perhaps we can arrange a meeting here with this person.
I can put out word if you'd like.
Then I'd appreciate that, please.
Excellent. Again, I haven't seen him around. I can't say if he's stuck around in town, but if he's here, I'll find him, and I'll get word to you.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that, your business at the Swift Kick is concluded. You have the masterwork these tools.
Mhm.
You have traded the book that you acquired down in the Darklands. And what do you do next?
I head back to the inn because Marcus is waiting for me to open up the desk.
That's a church.
That's at the church, but that's
Church.
fine.
Sorry,
Doesn't
yes,
matter.
church,
You guys,
church.
you go to the church.
Church
I'm not
and
waiting there.
Okay, you
All
don't
right,
have to be
fine.
there. Are you? Put it this way: the only thing that'll matter is, do you take the desk with you wherever you go, or are you leaving that where you left it?
Yeah, I'll take it with me.
Okay.
It lasts 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah. Okay, so you just have this desk floating around behind you the whole time. Where are you going next?
to jail.
Well, it seems to this version of Marcus that
this version of Marcus
old
really
him,
sucks.
old him has a lot more information about things
Yeah.
and maybe a better understanding of the way the world works. But he does know that he was told by a bunch of people about this Amy. And he feels like he's going to go tell her that, like, hey, when that guy gets back, he'll come talk to you. And it'll be great.
Okay.
So he's going to look for Amy.
It's going to look for Amy. Make a diplomacy check to gather information.
Sure, it's great.
Quickly gets a great night of sleep.
With this desk traveling behind me, I have a 7.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
You're basically just wandering around town asking where Amy is, and nobody seems to either know, give you the time of day, or know who you're talking about.
But he had +1 to his next D20,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's an
right.
8.
And
8.
with an 8, you have still failed.
I mean, but have I?
I failed, you failed.
It's okay.
I can't believe I was 1 and a 2.
But it can only
Craig
go
and
up
Lyra.
for now.
No, no.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I should be resolving here with you guys?
So I decided to just take some time and probably go get a drink.
Okay.
So
Sure.
I'm gonna go to the, where is it? What's it called?
There's any number of places.
Okay, what was the one that you came up with? I thought it was Kitten, but it was
The Swift Kick?
Is that a bar?
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
be there.
I'd like to go to the Swift Kick.
Okay.
And
You
I
can
just
go
order
there.
a beer at the bar.
Okay. You go there. There is quite a crowd there.
How early?
Again, everything
How early
is.
is this
What's that?
drinking before noon? What time is it?
No, I mean, you guys had met earlier. Like things are like the day is progressing.
It's like
Okay.
a happy hour.
Yeah, it's happy hour.
Ladies' night and happy hour at Swift Kick.
Crag, is there anywhere that you in particular wanted to go and do and see?
He's always got a cot right next to mine if he wants.
Always.
Well, if it's early, is it early enough to start tracking down people to talk to?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely. Who in particular do you wish to speak with?
Someone who could help me figure out what we would need to go up against magic or...
Yeah, well, you know that there's a lot of people in the church. I mean, like, the church itself is sort of a good resource for a lot of that. So you could ask Quigley to get in touch with some people for you. You guys could have a little...
Oh yes, I know the perfect person to talk to.
Was the drink free?
You have to be careful
no,
though.
it costs it costs a copper for a mug.
Did I meet people at the bar?
There's a lot of people at the bar.
So was the drink free?
Oh, make a diplomacy check.
She's hitting on other people
I'm
after
not,
making out
I'm
with
not.
Sir Crag.
Definitely not.
There was no making out, I'll have you
There
know.
was not a no.
Well,
It wasn't
Brian
like
Summers
that.
says Quigley got a great night of sleep dreaming about the Crag Lyra kiss
didn't
on a
see
loop.
it.
No, I have my face pressed up. No, I
Did you
just-
really?
No.
No,
Okay.
none of us saw it.
I go, Sir Crag, we should speak with Sir Dalton Fugue. He's a little bit of a racist.
Whoa.
But he's not evil.
But
But
he's racist.
He is racist, though.
There is also, you have, you know that the point of contact for you has been.
I don't like the church, Jim.
Okay, that's fine. Someone, the only other person that you can think of as an immediate, like, someone to ask advice from would be the warden, who had sent you out to find the orb that would control Daryl Axitran, Erasmus Kine.
I talked to him.
You know, talk to Erasmus. Okay. So you set up a meeting with Erasmus, and he is very eager to meet with you. In fact, after you guys put in your sort of initial report of success, after returning to town, you haven't really met with him after that. So he's very eager to sort of see what your plans are for progressing further with your master plan to defeat the Shadow. What's up?
Since we were talking, I'll go with him.
You're gonna go with him? Okay.
Yeah.
So you and Quigley are gonna go meet Erasmus. Lyra, you are at the bar. You are sort of striking out. Nobody's really paying any attention to you.
That's okay.
Until she has-
Which
until she
after
gets
the
that one
events of the
drink in her.
day is sort of making you feel like extra worse. And
Can I roll to see if we walked past, or did I like leave before she left?
no, I mean it's reasonable that yeah, you would if you would notice her there at the bar. So if you
So then I would stay and put my hood up and sit somewhere and watch her.
you're just gonna watch her. Okay, so you're gonna watch her.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make a perception
A
check.
stealth roll.
15 plus my gun, I think, or 12. Hold on.
This is gonna be real.
It could be, yeah,
This
because your
could be
perception
close.
is super high, but your stealth is super high. So,
28.
That'd be a 28.
What the?
I wish she had a reroll.
You roll a
She
one?
used
Two
it.
again.
Oh no, get him out.
She's
Did
cracking it
I
up.
get that
16.
two out of here?
You gave her the bracelet, and now that's all she can do.
Everyone rolls twos from now on.
So yeah,
Or
you
23s.
step out of the back room.
Well, that was really freaky.
Oh no!
The crack cave is being invaded, everyone.
We didn't
We
buy
have
the
an
door.
intruder. So you step out, and immediately you see. You weren't expecting to, but you
Right.
see Lyra sitting at the bar, and she looks dejected, and she's got like 3 empty mugs in front of her, and she's working on a 4th.
No. Let's go with 2 because I'm small.
2.
So I'll walk over.
But she's a lightweight, so she's exactly as drunk as if she had had
No,
4.
no.
It's canon. I
I'm
said
not
it. I'm
drunk.
the GM.
I'm not
I
drunk.
remember you had one before and you were like just on tables and stuff.
But
It
your
was
kind of
depends
your
on the drink.
first instinct is to like hide, but she immediately spots you
Hey,
and points you out and says, "Alex, I see you. Don't you hide from me."
I didn't say it like that. I just said, "Hey, Alex."
I'll slip into the. I'll sit in the same table as her, but go back to them because I interrupted you. So.
Okay. So you go and you sidle up next to
Yeah.
Lyra. You two, Erasmus Kine is very eager to meet with you, and he does so immediately, almost, and says, "Well, I am very excited about the progress you have made, though I am worried. It will take us some time to decipher the magics that work with the orb and how you will be able to use it to take control of the dragon, but it is a very important first step. So you are to be commended. And, but again, there are some concerns, primarily in that it does seem that your group is not whole. There is a missing element to it. And I feel that if you are to face the challenges ahead, you must rectify this as soon as it is possible.
You're talking about the missing soul?
I am.
Yeah.
This being a problem you're obviously familiar with, how can I help you?
Is there a way to protect us from detection, from magical detection, as we approach, we go on our hag hunt? We're going to have the most epic hag hunt.
It's going to be fun.
A hag hunt. Do you know which type of hag you are hunting? There are many varieties.
I believe this one's a
We don't know.
I'm pretty sure we know. Somebody told us something.
This was the wild card hag. I think we knew.
Something about darkness, though.
Oh, she does. It seems like she does control the shadows, and she sent a shadow creature to take our friend's soul.
I saw it. It was weird.
I saw it.
This is all great information to know. So you're worried about magical divinations then? Yes?
Yeah, the hags were able to locate us. Alex and her group her dreams were.
Dreams. She was visited in her dreams.
She was
yes?
visited in her dream.
This is information I can use. For now, I can give you a lead on where you could. I personally don't have much experience with divinations or abjurations that protect against them, but I do have a contact here in Anderley who would be much more well versed and able to help you, if you have the coin and the will to do this. I want you to go to a woman's home. Her name is Dahlia Yen. Find her. She's a skilled diviner, and any skilled diviner worth their weight is able to counter such will have countermeasures against such magic at their disposal as well. Find her, and she will be able to help you in your endeavor. While you are doing that, I will use the information that you've given me and see what I can narrow down about the type of hag that you're going to be facing. Because one important thing to know, especially against someone who might be able to use magic against you, is knowing what they're capable of and how to deal with it.
That'll be the first time we do that.
So, you seem to know a lot about our group and a lot about us.
A lot of research went into this endeavor before I ever contacted you. We had to know whether it was worth trying to contact you or whether it was simply in our best interest to destroy you outright.
There's a dossier.
Did you ever find out, do you have any information about my hammer?
About your hammer? Only that it is an ancient weapon, one that is extremely powerful and seems to have some connection to the empire that once ruled over this land. Much more than that, I could not tell you. Nothing more than what you already know. The rune stones you've been adding to it increase its power. There is a chance that should you find more rune stones than you have the ability to place upon your hammer, you could trade some out. Sort of specialize it to your needs in the moment.
Swapsies.
But there is a cost associated with that. It's very powerful magic that goes into the placement and removal of runes.
So Jim, I'm guessing there are 10 rune slots on the hammer?
5 total slots.
5 total slots.
Jesus,
I'm a super hammer.
It's a very powerful weapon.
10.
We're like the Avengers guy.
There's 5 on each side.
The other side just has nubbins. There's nubbins, and then there's
It's like the
slots.
Avengers guy.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Just like
Yes,
the
there you go.
Avengers guy.
Cool.
You are
Let's
Thanos.
go see Miss Wen. And
Yeah.
Cool. Cool beans.
Okay. Marcus, you have had no success tracking down this woman. But you
Yeah.
have this desk.
Yeah, I thought maybe I'd go check out Swift Winds.
Swift Winds Trading. Of course, they have a very large outpost in the city, as they do in every major
Maybe
city.
see if she got hired there, because they told me that she used to work at Swift Winds.
Yeah, indeed. There is no one currently working at Swiftwinds named Amy.
This version of Marcus really wishes he knew her last name.
You don't know Amy's last name?
Not this
I
Marcus.
believe it's Amy Swift.
No.
Just caring
He's
Well,
just got this desk.
Yeah,
floating
yeah.
around.
So I mean, I guess he goes back or whatever.
Okay.
Reading over some old notes that Marcus has, though, it's interesting. He may have figured out who Ned was. So that's neat. But I doubt it.
That's nice, but who cares? Whatever.
Lyra and Alex back at the Swift Kick. Do you guys have anything that you wanted to talk about, deal with?
Well, I mean,
Tell me about your lives.
you look like you're depressed, yeah?
Yeah.
So I go, what's going on? Why are you here?
Brian Summers says, Lyra sits in the bar drinking and writing in her diary. OMG, I totally kissed him. Did he like it? Did he hate it? Oh, magical unicorn. Is he my mystery date?
Yeah, because that's what I would say, depressed drinking. That's it. I don't know what a woo girl is, but J. Womack 94 says Lyra's totally a woo girl.
Woo! You have some few drinks. You're like,
I was like, what is a woo girl? I know what a cheerleader is. I don't know. Okay, so what did you ask me? I'm sorry.
So I'm saying, why are you here? What's going on?
Well, I've been hiding something for a while, and so I confide with Alex
Okay.
about what happened, and then I tell her what I did, and that I just had to, because what if we got into another? What if we lost him again? And like, I mean him, but actual him this time. And I couldn't.
he starts backing up.
No. I'm confiding in you. Okay, please don't tell the rest of the crew, because I'm trying to figure things out, and
It's only two of us.
I know I'm talking to Alex.
You could tell me.
Wait, when you inscribed, this is Diane talking for a second. When you inscribed the thing on, did I know that you did that?
Describe what?
Remember that moment that we had in the church and I pulled you aside? Did you tell me about that?
I didn't tell you, but I was dealing with it. So that's like, I kind of shared that was when,
But you didn't tell me it was Craig. You
No.
just told me.
that I was struggling with something. I was trying to work through something. I
Okay.
don't know if I told you it was Crush, though.
So then I'll go back to that moment and say to you, does that have to do with this?
Yeah. Yeah, but I was trying to work it out, and then when we lost him, like, I did realize that I lost my chance. And so I did something that I thought, well, actually it was practical. I was only going to talk to him, but then I just decided to...
Your emotions came over you and you kissed
Yeah,
him.
and I didn't know what to say, so I figured I
And
would
that's
share
why
it.
he stood there frozen on the church, and I asked him what was wrong, and he completely ignored me.
Yeah.
This
and
all
now I'm
makes
just
sense.
kind of embarrassed. So I'm drinking.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything. These are your feelings, and you
Yeah.
have every right to express your feelings to whoever you want.
Thanks.
But don't let that upset you. Remember that he did tell us the tribe is one. And
Yeah.
we're all friends now.
Yeah. Well, I definitely won't wreck anything. I just, feeling a little embarrassed, need to get over it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But maybe, so I take some of the mugs. I'm like, maybe we should stop drinking and see what the rest of them are doing.
Do you want to go sing karaoke?
I feel like
Crying.
maybe
She's not the woo girl
I
right
need
now.
to-
She's the crying drunk girl at the bar.
No, I'm not crying yet. But yeah.
Sobbing, smiling, sobbing, smiling.
I have a friend. And so I turned to Alex, like, thank you so much for listening to me.
Of course. I just,
I'm glad we're family, and I hug her.
and I just kind of go, I think we're all going through some emotions and figuring out who we are individually. And now that everyone wants to go fight the hag, I'm a little bit, I don't know. I hope in the end that I'm not this evil human. That
Everyone has a past.
it's not
Well-
that easy.
Well, here's the thing.
Stop laughing, Adam Rady. You're pissing me off.
Here's the thing, Alex.
We're having a moment.
Alex. Here's the thing.
Throw something at him.
We're going to fight a hag, and you've been part of this team, and we are one. So I will defend you. And I give you my word.
But Quigley still looks at me as if I'm.
I think that because we don't know and there is that like unknown that probably makes him uneasy, which makes sense. We all are a little uneasy, but we are a team, and so we fight together as one. So we got Michael.
Well, let's head back to the group
All
because
right.
they need us, and
Okay.
you shouldn't drink anymore
Yeah,
because you become a woo girl, and that's quite embarrassing.
But I
was just thinking, like, she starts confiding in her, and Lady Lyra just
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, so you guys head back. You were heading back. You guys were headed out. You wanted to go and meet with Dahlia Yen.
Yen?
Yeah.
Yen.
Yen. Yentl.
So you go to an address that Erasmus Kind gives you, and when you get to this small, unassuming home, you are greeted by a woman in her 30s in an apron covered with patches of baking flour.
Oh.
Forgive the mess. I was just making some cakes, and you must be Crag. Come in.
Who
She
am I?
leads you into a dim parlor
Who am
filled
I?
with the smell
Where
of
are we?
sweet vanilla. Can I get you to anything? There are cakes that are just going in, but I do have some cinnamon bread from earlier this morning that would go really well with some tea.
I give him a look and
Absolutely. Wait, what?
Okay. She disappears into the kitchens and comes back a few
and
moments
she
later.
disappears in the kitchen. Don't you remember last time we sat down with someone, we drank some tea? We were drugged. She comes back.
She comes back, and she actually has like a tray. She brings it, and she has 2 portions of the cinnamon bread and 3 cups for tea. And she begins pouring out. She
How
sees
good
your
does it smell?
suspicious eyes, and she just pours anyway. And then sits down across from the 2 of you. You're both sitting on this sort of this couch, and she sits across from you on a chair. And
I detect evil on her.
you detect no evil.
I go, hey, she's not evil. And so I just start eating the food.
God.
Okay. She says, well, Erasmus sent word that you might be coming, but I don't know exactly why.
So we're going up against some powerful magic, and we have party members that I think they're being tracked somehow, probably magically. I'm sure there's people watching us all the time too, but
Yeah,
it
there's
seems
like
no matter
at
where we
least
go.
70 to 100, I mean.
Oh, you just counting the Lunai? When he comes. Oh. Ha ha ha. Hardy har har.
Mysterious.
Anyway, is there some way we could protect against this? Protect against being seen as we approach our enemy? Is there something?
Yeah, this is something that I can help you with. Forgive me for mentioning it, but you don't really seem the magical types. I could provide the means by which to, if you know anybody who sort of has
got
an
a
expertise
wizard,
in this,
we're trying-
oh, excellent, perfect. Then
I
then
can
I
do
can
magic.
help you.
Lay on hands.
Okay. Did
Mark
you
off
just,
that you laid one.
I
did
mean,
you
that's-
just say that, or what did you do?
I go, lay on hands.
I mean, that's not really magic. That's, I mean, not in an academic sense. There's a lot that goes into it. I don't want to get into it.
I eat one of
It's nice what you do too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
As she's talking, there's like a thunk on the stairs, and you look over, and there's a child who is coming down the stairs, and looks
How
like
old?
Exactly 7 years old to the day.
Mark that down quickly.
Wow.
Mark it down.
What time is her birthday?
Gender?
12:03
Gender?
a.m.
All right.
We're gonna need the gender.
Girl.
A girl. Okay, a 7-year-old girl.
Doesn't matter.
Got
Oh,
it.
it matters.
Today's her birthday.
It's her birthday today.
Oh, it's her birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
What's the date?
You don't know that.
Oh, Jamie just told us that.
What's the date?
What's her name?
You don't have a calendar with you.
You have a child.
Oh yes, and she, Dahlia turns around and says, I'm I'm just meeting with some friends. You can go upstairs.
Detect evil on the child.
Rosemary's Baby.
Make a perception check, though, Quigley.
Yes, I'm so good at
You can make a
those.
perception check or a heal check.
I
Whichever
will
one's better
definitely
for you.
make a heal check.
Okay.
Because that's way better.
Okay.
Unless you roll a 1.
What is it? All right. That is going to be a 17.
Okay. You notice that the child seems rather sickly, even for a 7-year-old, rather sickly,
Lay on hands.
and walks with a little bit of a limp. You're not quite sure why, but there's definitely something, like the child is obviously suffering from something.
I don't mean to
It's like Tiny Tim.
pry, but
Aw.
Mom beat the shit out.
Whoa.
what's the matter?
Oh,
Pricing a lot.
it's nothing. It's
But-
she suffers, but who doesn't in these times? It's under control, really.
I mean, perhaps we could do something. I mean, we do like to help people.
I've already been to the church. They said there's really nothing they could do. She needs medicine. She always will. But we she starts to make a sense motive check.
That's a 17 on the die, which gives me a
16.
No, it actually gives me a 24.
Okay. You notice that she seems really, really uncomfortable now, and she also seems to be not meeting, like, she's, like, looking away from you now. Like, she won't really look you in the eyes when she's talking to you anymore. And she seems to be getting increasingly uncomfortable. Crag, make a perception check.
Uh-oh. I have to roll initiative soon.
But there's only
You're
two
not
of
there.
them.
I know.
25.
25. You hear noises coming from outside. And the hairs on the back of your neck start to prick up. And you get that sense, that sense that's kept you alive since the earliest days of your
Since
barbarian
episode
training.
1.
Since episode 1. Since the stuff times.
I yell, bar the door! No.
But that feeling
Yeah, I get
is
that
what
feeling.
you get.
A feeling of an
And I feel an ambush.
ambush!
I feel an ambush.
It's an ambush!
That it makes sense. And you guys are both. What do you guys do?
Do I have time to drive a spike and block the door?
So you stand up, and at this point,
Get you some dinosaurs! Time to fight!
so you stand up, and you look towards the door. Dahlia leaps to her feet and starts backing away. Quigley, what do you do?
I eat the cookies.
The front door bursts open, and you guys hear the back a door in the back of the house also bursts open as men flood the room. Roll initiative.
Hey, Diana, while they roll initiative, do you want to talk about some Sirenscape stuffs?
Sure. Do you like the battle music you're listening to? Because we got a prize for you that you
For
could
you.
possibly win on Twitter.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
It's a Sirenscape gift card for
We were
how
doing
much?
so well.
I know I was. How much is it?
5.
I can't see when he's moving back. So,
And guess what?
what?
You were in a commercial.
I'm in a commercial. Yes.
Diana Restrepo?
So
Yes.
nice.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Anyway, so if you guys want to win, you should tag us on Twitter, and hopefully you'll win at the end of the show.
Quigley, initiative.
19.
Whoa, Quigley, that's fast for you.
Don't forget to share.
Don't
Crag.
forget to share
Don't forget
the
to share.
episode.
Don't forget to share.
The episode.
I was trying to fumble
On Twitter.
for an iron
On
spike
Twitter.
5.
Yeah, that's bad.
No, 8.
Okay.
8, but
I
You're
still.
still in the same
I like
place.
Yeah.
it.
It wasn't
So that'll be
smooth,
between
though.
you and
I
Quigley.
was there.
Quigley, you are the first to react. So you've got this like cookie in your mouth, and you're chewing, and you see Crag has leapt to his feet. He's fumbling around. He's got all these
my
new
hammer
like bandit. Like he's trying to like where did I put all this stuff? It was supposed to be easy to get to it. Seems to be sort of stuck for a moment. But then you see men in masks with weapons drawn flooding the room. What do you do?
Oh! And I go to. I say. First of all.
Well, you don't say anything. Your mouth is full. That would be disgusting.
Good point.
And first I would like to be like, what is happening here? Tell me now!
And you
Kill me. You said kill me now.
All over.
Tell
her.
me now.
Tell me now. I'm spitting crumbs everywhere. Oh, and I'm diplomacy or intimidation or something.
You can make an intimidate check.
Yeah, are you
Can
intimidating
I
the
make a
kid?
diplomacy?
No, you are using a very stern voice.
That's a 10.
Okay, a 10. You're currently sitting, so you can stand up, draw weapons.
And I say that.
Okay.
No reaction.
Well, it's not her turn yet, Quigley.
But you'll have a -1 to that one, Jim. From
But
your
I will
unbuff
have a
earlier.
-1.
And are there any near me that I can slay with the
No,
ferocity
they
of
just
my...
burst through the door.
Well, I'm gonna go
so-
stand next to Sir Crag.
Okay, so you just basically like he is already next to you. So.
Well, I'm going to maintain my position here.
Okay, so you basically just stand up, draw your weapons, sword and shield. It is my turn next. These men come flooding in. One of them rushing right up to Crag with this long, slender blade and tries to jab you in the
Saving
belly
shield.
with it, Crag. You're not. Well, yeah. Doesn't matter. It's no good. No good. Especially with my -1. But more of them flood into the space. One of them is going to come for Quigley.
Good luck.
Look at this,
Natural
Jamie.
20.
Look at this man who taunted me.
Good luck.
-1.
20s. No, that was on my last roll. I already took my -1 attacking Crag. I'm rolling against Quiggles.
Yeah, I'm good.
Actually, I need to...
You got this.
Oh, I'm
Look at
not
you,
worried
so
about
confident. So confident.
That's what he's
Quigley,
going to have to roll.
You take 10 points of damage as he finds the crack in your armor and just jabs this slender short sword right
Wow,
in the
that's good.
crease of your armor as you're demanding answers from this woman who is backing away from you, sobbing uncontrollably, saying, "I didn't have it. I couldn't. Please!" Oh, and she flees the room. Crag, it is your turn.
I tell him to shadow me.
Okay.
And I rage!
You go berserk.
I flip
And I
out, Jim!
I take my cloak and I cover it. Shadow him.
Oh.
Okay, well, we'll
How
learn
many
that
people
term.
are in front of me? Just the one?
Just the one.
All
so
the
far.
dead ones.
Raging power attack, Jim.
Okay.
On this guy in front of me.
Yeah, do it.
And it's a 21.
21 is gonna do it.
Okay. That's pretty good. 26.
26 points of damage.
Holy
I mean, he
crap.
basically just crumples in a heap as you just
Oh, good.
batter
I was gonna
across
swing
the room.
again.
He slams into the wall and is dead. Definitely 100% dead.
And now,
Then you talk
That-
about brick warriors.
no. That sets off my brutality
yes.
to
it does.
intimidate foes.
So
What
make
did
an
everyone
intimidate
pee
check.
themselves
No.
Make an intimidate check.
and drop their weapons?
Drop their
roll.
weapons.
I'm gonna reroll that.
What was that?
I'm gonna reroll and intimidate. I'm
Okay.
using my reroll.
Using a reroll.
Well,
A little better.
better.
I did add to my intimidate.
It's back. There you go.
15.
15. Not gonna scare anybody in this room.
Can
You
I
guys are a little-
auspicious mark that?
No. We're at the top of the next round. Quigley,
But
you are
then you
facing
talk
off
about
against one of
brick
these guys who
warriors.
just stabbed the snot out of you. What do you
Yeah,
do?
I'm ready to slice and smash him. Detect evil first.
You detect evil.
Oh, great. Goody two shoes. I'm going to make a full round attack action at it.
Good luck.
And it's going
Take
to
a side.
die.
Worse.
As
so-
he's gathering his info,
Go ahead.
our other prize is a Brick Warrior pack.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo woo!
Brick Warrior pack.
Wow, wow, wow.
You know you want that Brick
This is a good one,
Warrior
too. These
pack.
items are really good in here.
Yeah. So we also have a code. I have a code. Brick Crag, BRICK
Two
at
Ks.
Brick Warriors. Yeah,
.com.
2Ks. I spelt it out.
I was helping them because you spelled it pretty fast.
Spelled.
I'm gonna use my reroll.
It was a reroll. It's not gonna help. But 20% off at Brick Warriors.
Really?
Wow.
20% off, but that's kind of on the DL. Kind of.
Hey, you got
20%
tabletop loot. Did you just hear that?
Wow.
They one-upped you. We one-upped him earlier, and now he's
No.
No.
Just it's 20% off.
No.
Use the code BrickCrag. It's 20% off. It's 10% off, but
Oh my god.
What are you doing? You have now. I'm lost.
So on my reroll, that's a critical threat.
Share the episode.
share the darn episode.
On Twitter.
Here you go, Jim Jab. A 20.
20 hits.
Yeah, baby! So, alright. So that is going to be 20 points of damage on the first strike. The second strike is going to be, oh goodness, is going to be 6 points of damage, and then I whiff with the other one.
Okay.
Whiff?
So this guy finds the little crack in your armor, jams this blade into your side. You bring your arm down, trapping him next to you,
Ooh.
and then just ram your sword through his belly. Blood gushing everywhere. He
Nice.
stumbles backwards and you bash him in the face with your shield. He goes down
He
in
dead?
a heap. He is
He's
dead.
He's dead, bro.
Um,
He's dead, bro.
The people who have flooded the room realize that things are getting a little more dicey than they had anticipated.
Yeah, they
One
were
of them grabs a small tube from his belt, puts it up to his lips, and blows a dart at Crag. Does a
Saving shield.
19 hit you? No, no longer. This dart goes flying past you, digging into the wood behind you. One of the others, standing towards the back, begins waving his hands to cast a spell.
Oh, I like
need-
that.
No.
I need a will save from both of you.
Alright. Is it a fear effect?
No, this is not a fear.
Alright, 14.
14 is no good.
I'm gonna use my other reroll.
Does Michael Jordan save me?
Michael Jordan swoops in.
Yeah, Michael Jordan comes in.
And says, "Not today," and repels
Outrageous.
the spell. Quigley, you are overcome by the sudden and irresistible urge to sleep, which you do immediately, crumpling to the ground in a heap.
Good night.
And Crag, it is your turn.
That's a beastly spell right there.
What do I see? How far is that piece of garbage?
You would be across the room. You're going to provoke 2 attacks of opportunity going for him, but you could get to him.
Can I bull rush through? Can I charge bull rush, try to bull rush past these guys to get to him and
I mean,
charge,
you're going to
charge attack him?
if you want to
That's
charge,
fine.
yeah, you're going to provoke no matter what you
That's
do.
fine.
But yeah, you can charge. Go for it.
I'm gonna charge against him, and I'm gonna use my +2 to my AC.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Here come the attacks of opportunity. Ooh. Oh, I got a critical threat on one of them, and the other one's an 18 on the die. I'm gonna take those. Both gonna be hits. But so this is gonna cost you. I'm gonna see if I can confirm this critical hit. Another 19 is not gonna help. So I just 2 hits.
What are you AC are you hitting? Does it hit
You
regardless?
said 19.
No. So the first 2, the one was a 19 on the die. I'm hitting armor class 27. The other one was an 18. I'm hitting armor class 25.
Okay, yeah.
So
Don't fall asleep. Don't
no
fall asleep.
confirmed
Don't
crit.
fall asleep.
2 attacks. One is going to be 7. The other is going to be 9 points of damage. You take 16 total points of damage. But you get right up in this wizard's face.
Wizard.
Brian Summer says Alfred Molina picks up the blow dart, tastes it, and says poison. Still fresh.
Oh gosh.
Bad
Who
date.
that is. Bad day.
Bad dates.
Right in his face. Raging power attack.
Raging power attack.
Oh.
Raging power attack. Sonic release!
Sonic boom.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
It's got to be a
A
hit.
hit.
It's got to be a hit.
It's
Um,
a hit.
Charging adds +2.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it does.
So,
It's a hit.
does 30 hit?
Yeah. As you come down, he, in an instant, snaps his fingers and his body becomes misty and insubstantial. Your hammer passes through. Roll your damage.
He has a reactionary effect? We gotta kill him.
Now, Jim, what does the sonic damage do to him?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be an additional d6.
So I get 26
20
plus 2 sonic damage.
26, so a total of 28 points of damage. You can tell you've hurt him. He winces in pain, but somehow, like, his body almost reforms immediately
that spell.
after your hammer passes
So you know
through
what
it.
happens?
And
He gets a second.
well, you charged. You don't get to do a second attack.
Son of a...
Ah, okay.
Quigley, you are slumbering deeply. So it is back to my turn. Crag, those two guys that took attacks of opportunity at you are going to go ahead and take 2 more attacks at you. They're going to flank you, but they can't flank you because you have improved uncanny dodge, because you're a barbarian. And they both whiff horrifically. So they're like feebly trying to get at you, but you are so much more. You're just like knocking you like with your elbows, like knocking them aside. They can't get a good strike in on you. The wizard directly in front of you would love to take a step back, but he is back up against the wall to the stairwell, so he cannot. So he's just going to try to make a straight up concentration check.
I wish he would.
He's going
I
to
would
make
just step up right into his face.
I know, that's right. You have step up. I wouldn't even be able to do anything. I can't get away. He's going to try to make a concentration check to cast a spell. He's got no other options. Oh, he fails. So he loses the spell. So he loses a spell. He
I
tries.
liked him.
He tries, but can't get anything going on. The two that were fighting you with, the guy who had the blowgun throws it down, steps up, and tries to stab you. They're basically just surrounding you, trying to take it, but he whiffs. I mean, like these guys are nothing.
Little
compared
do they
to
know
the
they're falling
might.
right into Sir Crag's plan.
And now it is your turn, Crag.
So can I great cleave everyone?
Yes, you can great cleave.
Come on, man, you got this.
Don't forget you have a reroll.
No, I don't. I use my reroll
Yeah,
and
you
I
use
use my
the
+2.
Oh,
You can use mine.
So
can't do that.
No?
I already tried.
raging power attack great cleave, starting with casting.
Starting with the casting.
Starting with the squishy mofo.
Yeah.
Ah!
Hit.
So 30.
Yeah.
30.
If we're in the 30 range, you got him.
Boom! And that is the worst possible outcome.
So only 24.
21.
21. That's still enough considering the last amount of damage you dealt to him. That's enough. He goes down in a heap.
Oh, I got that guy?
The worst I could
Yeah.
possibly do.
That was.
21 points.
Will
That
you
was my
also
lowest.
quick
And
rock
you
quickly
kill
while
him.
you're at it? Because Jay Womack would like that.
Jay Womack wants to quick rock quickly.
He gives me the
So
bracelet,
number
makes me feel
2,
part of the family, and then
I'm going. I feel like I would go counterclockwise. I don't know. Ah! Mother. Does it? So, my second one is the full. It's still my full bonus.
Yeah.
21.
21 hits.
Bigger, come on.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
29.
Yeah, he goes down.
He go down. He dead.
if you roll a 4, you hit.
All right. Ah! So those ones 32.
Yeah. You got him.
Oh! That's
Better.
22. 22
Yeah.
damage.
Goes down.
Boom! And that's a 26.
Yeah.
Bam! And that's 25.
25
damage.
damage. So you just, just all in a line. They're dropping
the
them
bodies,
like
like,
trees. They
smacking
just
to
go
the wall.
down in heaps around
to
you.
see
Everybody around you is dead,
Including Quigley.
including
down.
Quigley. And with that, we will take a short break and come back afterwards.
I think we had another prize to tell
Yeah,
people
but
about.
we have a whole another half of the episode to deal with.
Share it though.
Share,
You don't even have to know what it is. Just share.
You just know you're getting something. Share.
Share it.
Yeah,
You
just
got
share
plenty
it.
of time to share right now.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Share.
While I pee.
Me too.
On
Yes.
Twitter.
Alright, I'm going straight to gym camp.
You can do it.
We're gym camp.
All right, I'm going to talk about now a snack. All right, go bring back here.
I know that one. That's
It's Sheree.
It's Gilbert Godfrey.
That's it.
This break wasn't long enough. We're still.
Hey guys, we're back.
Recuperating.
We're professionals here. We're doing things right. We got some more Pathfinder to play. But as was pointed out before we took a break, we do also have more prizes to give. You guys know about the Sirenscape card. You know about the Brick Warriors Warrior Pack. But we have another exciting prize that we're going to get to pretty soon. We will be sure to let you know what it is. But if you have already shared, no fear. You're already eligible to win it, no matter what it is. I don't know, I got nothing. Let's play some Pathfinder.
All right, let's go
You
back.
seemed really scared.
Scared?
Don't forget to share.
Yeah, I'm good.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
Share it on Twitter.
Wait a second. Do we have another prize to talk about?
Whoa, what a smooth segue. Yeah,
Wow.
you figured it out, Lyra.
What is that? What prize? I'm not. It's not my turn.
You know what? You tell us all about this book, Lyra.
Oh,
I
God.
can't
I'm just
see
going
it. Can
into
I
it.
just see the what's it
It is.
say?
It says the Pathfinder role-playing game Ultimate Wilderness Guide.
It's the Ultimate Wilderness Guide, which
From
means
Paizo.
From Paizo. So
What does
you
it
could.
mean?
So it means that you can go through the book and it gives you beautiful pictures of wilderness places.
Just
that
pictures.
You can go to.
Just pictures?
It's just pictures.
Just pictures is a picture book.
Is this the coloring book?
Yeah.
Color? They should make
wow,
a coloring
that
book.
looks like
You
a
just
lot
put
to
all
Those
those
read.
pictures.
That's a beautiful
That
picture
looks
of
like a lot
words.
to read.
Those
I
are
There's
don't
a
know.
cat.
Oh, there's a cat. That's terrible. That's
Guys,
terrifying.
we have the Ultimate Wilderness Guide from Paizo. This has an amazing resource if you like to play rangers, druids, people of the woods. This has all kinds of alternate rules you can use to enhance your game. It also has the brand new shifter class. I guess, the book's been out for a minute, so it's not brand new, but
Shifter.
it was new when it came out.
Nightwalker.
Either way, the shifter class, if you like to morph yourself into a killing machine, that is the class for you.
You know what? Yours was good. His was better.
Well, I wasn't prepared. I just
Jim,
said
can
prize.
I morph myself into a killing machine, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
When you get angry,
I
that's
would
what
like to
happens.
become a dragon.
Too bad.
Can I morph?
Not right now. You're not a shifter.
Mighty Morph
You're not-
Ranger.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah. Okay. We're just. I would.
I got a lot of sugar.
I would just stop there if I were you, and
What?
let's play some Pathfinder now.
I have a couple drinks.
Are
in
they
me, apparently.
dead?
They are dead. Twiggly is on the ground.
Look at that. I still have
And
I loot Quigley.
what do you do, Craig?
Not there.
The red haze subsides.
Resonance subsides. Where is that woman?
Make a perception check.
Where's that bee? Oh, you're still asleep?
16.
16. You don't know.
I heal check. I heal check him.
I'm assuming him is Quigley.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can I do that?
Yeah. He,
Uh,
it's pretty readily like he's.
I know he's
have
sleeping.
to be Quigley.
True.
12.
Yeah, you know he's sleeping. He's alive. He seems mostly unharmed, except for a little blood on his armor.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Don't look at me. I'm asleep.
I lay on hands.
Oh.
So you slap him?
No, he caresses it.
You can wake him up pretty easily. Unless you specifically don't want to.
So, oh god.
Roll for the slap.
So what I do
Bitch slap.
is I take out my water bladder
Yeah.
and I pour water on his face.
Okay.
Because that usually works with like drunk people and.
And it works today. Quickly, you awaken sputtering, water covering your face, getting all up in your beard.
And I quickly stand up. No
You
threats.
see a whole bunch of dead bodies.
Which one looks the most not dead?
They're all severely mangled.
Super dead.
So.
Super dead.
Oh, they're all.
Oh, we could have caught one. We could have questioned him.
We're questioning the woman.
She left.
She what?
Where's that kid?
She said she left.
Where's that
Oh,
kid?
okay.
Did she leave? Then we go upstairs.
Yeah,
We're gonna
I
find
go
a kid.
searching for her.
Okay. You go upstairs looking around. I mean, there's only 3 rooms on the top floor. 2 of them are open, 1 of them is closed.
I go to the closed one.
Okay.
Knock knock. Excuse me.
Did you
Are
knock
you
or
in
say
there?
that?
Make a perception check.
Can I make a diplomacy check?
Yeah, you can make a diplomacy check.
All right. My diplomacy is much better than my perception.
Hope Tracy says you all are terrible at questioning. We are.
19.
19.
Not that great.
You
at
get no
questioning.
answer.
Get nervous.
I push him aside and
Mm-hmm.
I kick the door in.
The door explodes
Try
inward.
the child.
Huddled in the corner are 2 figures. A
Splintered
woman,
with wood.
The woman?
the woman. She is holding her child close to her,
7-year-old
cowering in
child.
the corner.
And oh no.
As soon as she sees you kick open the door and storm into the room, she holds her child close and covers her eyes. Says, please, no, you don't understand. I didn't think I had.
I'm sorry.
What did you do?
I'm sorry. We're not going to hurt you. Just to let you know.
What did you do?
I needed the money and I heard you were coming and I knew there was a price on your head and I went for it. I didn't have any other choice. Things have been so hard lately and nobody comes to me anymore. Nobody wants to know about their future or what nobody cares anymore. Nobody comes and there's no money for the medicine and we haven't invented health insurance yet and I didn't have
Don't
any other
worry, we
choice.
have
It's
it.
really expensive.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bum deal later.
Yeah, really bad.
I say, how much is the medicine?
75 a week I need.
75 gold?
Yes.
And I pull out 100 gold pieces and I say, this will get you through a week, but you also need to find someplace else to be. The people that were here, they are not going to be happy that we're not with them anymore.
Did you kill them all?
Yeah, they're dead. I woke up.
Who were these people?
The Sixers. I hired the Sixers.
Sorry.
They had a bounty on all of you, anyone from your group.
So can you help us or not?
Yeah. I can help. I can help.
You got this? You want me to go down, take whatever they had?
Quigley's gonna take a level of rogue.
No, because the first thing that pops in my head is I want some more low light shades, damn it.
You can have mine.
You can have them
I
if they're
offered
down
mine.
there. I'll just going to go look and take whatever's
Sure,
down.
I will let the rogue of the party, I will let the looter go loot.
I just
So,
want
yes.
to expressly say that we take everything from everyone, Jim Jam, for forever.
I think Jim knows that.
Yeah, no.
So we're going to take a break here. We're not going to talk. Well, I'm going to continue to talk, but then our rogue assassin's going to go down and wait.
I'm the only one here with you. I let you handle this while I step aside.
You guys are wondering, inventory gate. How did that happen? Mostly like this. This is basically how things start.
So what's going to shake out here is that the
Shake
guy
out here.
who has some diplomacy is going to go down away from this scenario and go get
That's
the
fine.
daggers and short
Oh.
swords that
That's
await.
fine.
He's the leader of our group.
and then
Go
It's
go
okay.
collect
Let
the
the
things.
let the
I
story
like
play.
it. I like it.
You find low light vision shades. Dibs.
I thought we didn't do dibs anymore. I thought it was all
Can
group.
you go with the talk to her? I want to
this
hear
is King
what
Crag.
happens.
That's King Crag.
Okay.
Talk
You
to
put the
her.
bracelet on. You took the bracelet.
That's right.
It's over.
Yeah.
You signed it.
It was a binding contract. You had no idea.
We're like pirates now. You're part of the pirate
They
guild.
call
I'm a pirate.
You're
Part of the ship.
yeah. You leave. That's it. We
Yeah.
find you and sorry.
Got it.
So
Cool.
a gang.
Good
Well,
story,
yeah,
guys.
more or less
Mock
a game.
to
So you go downstairs and start gathering all the things.
Talk to her.
She seems quite shocked that you're A, not killing her, and B, still asking for her help. And she gets up and says, yeah, I know a spell that will help you. If you have a wizard, I can copy it down for you. Never mind. And she walks over to one of the other rooms where there's a large desk with a huge assortment of writing implements and various inks, and you see like ground up powders and all this stuff, and she starts mixing it together with some of the inks, and she grabs this book from her armoire and opens it and flips through it. So it begins copying down this spell for you. Downstairs, you find a collection of short swords, 8 of them in total. There is a blowgun with 6 darts. You also find 2 small vials of a viscous blue liquid, and it accompanying the darts gives you the solid impression that it's not something you would want to drink.
He drinks one.
Just to see.
Smelled good. Kool-Aid.
And you find amongst the bodies, you find a total of 130 gold pieces.
And then I'm going to. There's a whole bunch of dead bodies in this woman's house.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go try and find somewhere not so apparent
Jim,
that I could kind of.
So what
throw
you're
dead
asking me is,
bodies?
where do people take their dead bodies in the city?
Yeah.
Just that.
Can I stuff them in
We're
my
gonna-
handy haversack and
we're
then just
gonna-
carry them somewhere?
we're gonna go
Can
out
I-
back and burn him.
I mean,
Is there a fireplace?
considering you were attacked, like you could theoretically go through proper channels. It's not.
That's a good idea.
And they, I
You
don't
can
know.
alert the church or the constabulary, like, hey, we
I-
were attacked.
We don't
These
understand.
guys
We
are
were
dead.
attacked, but the guys didn't have weapons, and they didn't have anything on them. And one of them was naked. It was crazy. It was totally crazy.
Did you take clothes off of one of them?
Oh yeah, I'm stripping one and taking whatever garb they were
Okay,
wearing.
yeah,
They
they
were
are-
all wearing like uniform
Yeah,
garb with
they've got nondescript, dark colored clothing.
Where's my pencil?
You can see that
This one?
under their clothing they're wearing armor, but it's like hides and leathers, nothing spectacular. None of it in any solid.
You didn't get the armor.
Well, after the brutal beating they all received, none of their armor is in any kind of serviceable condition.
Yes. What do I call these things?
Clothing.
Just call it just call it assassin's uniform if you want.
Sixer.
Yeah.
Sixer's assassin's uniform.
We had a couple cheers come in, by the way, over the course of the time here. We got Mama Jim Jam, Elite Trooper 348, Luna Steel Song, Sarah BC1, I'm in for life, and Kits 2723. They have been cheering.
Thank
And
you.
I believe there are still, you still have a +3 and a reroll,
Yes.
being you
I
being
haven't fought
Lyra.
yet.
And Jim, I don't think has.
No, I got rid of that.
Yeah,
I
you
took
already
my
used that.
unbuff Sarah
that in my-
BC1.
My
You've been awesome,
holding disguise
Sarah.
kit.
Thank you
And
for
Brian
all
Summers
this.
says, I hope you all enjoyed your moment of Crag being
broke
all
out that-
feely, because it's gone. Right back to Barbarian, old woman cowering in the corner. Can you do anything for us? Yes or no?
Woman, did you set us up?
Oh.
I pay her for the scroll.
Oh, dang.
I pay her for the scroll. I say,
Okay.
listen,
Okay.
next time you don't do a thing like this.
Not sure you want to pay for that scroll.
Okay. She.
How much is that scroll?
She seems. It's like 300 gold.
So
Pretty sure.
now for it's like a month now.
Already
They're
paid
taken
for it,
care of.
dude.
Dead.
Already paid for it, dude.
Dead.
She
Or like
seems
5 days.
absolutely dumbfounded by your reaction to her.
That was already part of
And
inventory.
You can tell that after all this has been resolved, she seems not only dumbfounded but very sincerely remorseful after the way you've treated her, for what she tried to have done, or what she would have been complicit in having happened to you. Like, she seems absolutely like beside herself with grief that she had fallen so low.
This isn't how you get help. Like, what's the reward?
It's 2,000 each.
That is not near enough.
That's not even. So my hammer is priceless.
Oh my gosh.
I am carrying a relic.
See this sword? This was one of the 6s.
You're not there
Do
yet.
you see this bracelet?
So the takeaway
it's on the
that,
right
that they
side.
didn't get from this was that each of us are worth 2,000 gold, and we're not grouped up walking alone through the city right now.
No.
They've taken away the important things, though, Jim.
No.
Which is that they're insulted by
Is that
how
they're
low
insulted by how low.
that bounty
I
is.
feel like Flynn Rider. This is. That's not my nose.
You never get my nose right.
Although I'm in for life has a good point. Marcus considers turning in quickly for the 2,000. Were this old Marcus, he may be 2,000 richer. He, in fact, may be 8,000 richer. To be honest. How much could he get for Claret and Kimbleton and Mug as well?
Dang. She does warn you before you take the scroll. She says, "I'm. If you said you had a wizard among you, I'm sure he'll know this, but there's an additional cost every time you cast the spell. A part of it requires, in order to affect this non-detection shield, it requires diamond dust. Not very much, only a small amount, but for each casting.
So
50 gold worth.
50 gold worth of diamond dust. This is a scroll of
But
non-detection.
this will block all forms of scrying, location magic, detection magic, such as what you were kind of doing. This would prevent that from having any effect.
Cool.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you want us to call the constabulary, or do you got it? We could get rid of that. What do you want to do with all these dead bodies and blood?
I'll take care of it. Thank
You'll
you.
take care of it?
Yeah.
What's the child's name? I'd love to...
Sandra.
Sandra. All right, Sandra. Sandra, be a good girl and don't turn in good people to the Sixes.
Yeah, don't do what she did.
Don't follow your
mom's a bitch.
Okay, you have succeeded. You have gotten your scroll. You guys were all back. You guys had sort of met up. Marcus is still trailing this desk, and you are trailing a semi-tipsy Lyra.
We're going 2 by 2, so 2 by 2 by Lord Marcus and the desk.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good one.
No longer a box. We now have a desk.
Oh, God. Imp in my head says, Marcus sends a message to Sassafras. You want a job? It splits 8,000 gold. And hope Tracy is delighted with how expressive everyone is tonight. We're all back together.
Yeah, we're
For
excited.
the first
happy.
time in a long time.
It's been since July.
It's not going to happen again
Next week.
until next year.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week.
Oh, no, next week, then next year.
So where are we all now? In the back of the church?
You guys are meeting up wherever it is that you want to. Really, the church is as fine a place as any.
I guess we would head back to the church, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, Marcus has this desk. You have your thieves' tools. Masterwork quality thieves' tools.
All right. Let me wait.
That scroll's
Marcus.
definitely worth more than 300.
Marcus.
350.
375.
350.
375.
350.
I
There's
gave
no
her...
bartering. 375. I know how much they're worth.
I found it on D20 PFSRD.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh my
No,
god,
you
what are we
didn't.
fighting about?
Technically, a third level scroll is 375, and the cost of the material component is woven into the price of the scroll. So it would technically be 425. Marcus was also wrong, so stop celebrating because you were incorrect.
He rolled a natural one on his intelligence check.
Are you hot?
Everyone was
Are you
incorrect.
like?
I'm definitely hot. Of course.
So
Well, I
I'll
only
take these
gave
down.
350.
that's fair. She tried to have you.
Oh,
Oh my
Trying to-
god. Okay, so I look at
gardening,
Marcus.
gardening hoe.
Back here.
I'm gonna look at Marcus.
Garden.
I'm gonna
You
say,
gotta
hey,
Oh no, it's
Just, like,
not.
move
I
me
don't
this.
care
go
about
into a room and I'll.
Whoa, ho, ho.
What happened?
Wow. Who are you talking to?
Marcus.
Okay.
Are we all here?
No, listen. No, I don't know.
What's happening? Who are you propositioning?
No, you get. This is while you were dealing with. Almost
Okay,
being
okay,
murdered.
cool.
This is
I'm
back in
I'm
time a
watching
little
this
bit.
now. What's happening? You guys are getting a room.
I don't want to open this desk in front of everyone in the church. Let me go to Quigley's room.
Okay.
Sorry.
I walk her up to the
I know.
communal
That's
room.
awful.
There's like 8 other people asleep
Okay.
trying to get to sleep.
Oh wait, there's 8 people in there.
All right.
Oh, no,
To
I
the
don't want to be in there.
communal room.
Wait, why do we have a
Okay.
communal room?
No, I don't want to. Wait, really? We're in there?
No.
And I say I took you to Quigley's room. Will you break open the desk that I stole now?
So while we're at the church, right?
Yes.
So while this is happening, I'm finding the right acoustics to sing.
What? No. People are in the room. No.
Are you
I
testing
cover your
your
mouth.
test?
I'm covering your mouth.
No,
I'm covering
everybody
your
deal
mouth.
with this
So Craig and I
immediately.
walk in the
No.
church and we're like,
No.
better come back later.
I'm covering your
I
mouth.
want to read Jay Womack's comment before we get too far ahead. Hi, Sandra. Be a good girl and don't cross me. You see what happens to people who cross me? They get dead. You don't want me to kill you, do you, honey?
Wait, you gotta say it with an accent. That they get dead sounds like it'd be like an accent.
We're on this
Haven't
now.
you seen Ozark?
This is the show now.
This is Ozark.
We're off the rails.
This is
What
Ozark
rails?
now. I like
It's
that
so
show.
good. I love that
That's a great show. You know what?
The acting's amazing.
Roll a disable device check on the lock, please. Let's do
No
that.
detect traps right
Just or detect
Ah.
track. Roll whatever dice it is that you need to
Whoa.
move this
Whoa.
part
Whoa.
forward.
Why don't you use those masterwork lock picking your dad's?
Jay Womack walk into the
Not my
church,
dad's.
covered in blood.
now. 16 plus 17.
Okay, there are no dangerous traps that you can detect.
Oh no, that was for disabled.
Oh,
device.
you were just opening that up. Well, good thing there were no traps because you opened up that lock. Click, click.
And
The drawer slides open.
Oh, the drawer. And then what do I see?
Inside is a book.
A book.
What does the book say?
Doesn't say much of anything, at least other than cover.
All right, so I hand the book to Marcus. I go, here. Can you detect magic on this?
It's magical.
Great.
Will you check the rest of the drawer?
Yes. Well, I was handing you one thing, Marcus.
Well, no, but see if the drawer has a false bottom or anything.
Do I see anything else in the drawer part?
Make a perception check.
One.
Nah, it's it. That's it. That's just a drawer. Dumb
It's all,
Marcus.
it's all clear.
I detect for a secret door compartment in the chest.
There's no chest.
I mean, in the desk.
You just did that, and you rolled a 1.
That was to see what else is in the drawer itself. Oh, that doesn't count as the
Yeah,
door.
like, no, I mean, like, no, that, yeah, I mean, just searching the desk, like, that's what that was for.
She would've rolled
You
a
would
nat
have
20
noticed
right
if there
there.
was a thing
Right.
that you could detect. But you rolled a 1.
So I
That's
look at
just
Marcus
a
and I
sad
go,
seat.
all this for a book?
Yep.
Stupid.
I detect magic on the book.
You detect a very dim magical aura.
He lets the table drop and
What
it crashes.
It's a,
I
di-
know,
it's a
it's like,
diary.
oh,
Indiscernible.
Just a
Even
guy's
after
diary.
concentrating for a moment.
You're going
Indiscernible.
Can you pull my die? It's
Oh,
one,
he fucked
ones
me,
and
walked me
twos. Go away.
Well, I feel perfectly safe opening this book.
Sounds good.
And I assume nothing bad will happen. So
Nothing bad
I'm just, I'm going to open it
will happen. Okay.
and
Open the book.
assume that all is good and right in the world.
The first page that you open to is the same 3 words over and over
3
and
words?
over.
Solstice?
Skin
love it.
and
I love
bones.
What?
Skin and bones.
Skin and bones. And it is
No.
repeated.
No.
What?
Do you
It is
say
repeated
this?
on each and every
Jim,
page.
I know what happened. Jim, I know what happened.
Scrawled in hasty, jagged letters.
No.
Skin and bones.
Jim, I know.
Skin and bones.
What is it?
Skin and bones.
As
But
a
towards
viewer.
the middle of the paper, towards the middle of the page, you find a loose piece of paper. And this is decidedly not the same as the rest of the book. It in fact appears to be the start of an essay on the application of transmutation spells for agricultural purposes, creating magically hardier crops and protecting them from vermin and stuff like that. However, there is something that seems a little bit off that you can't quite place about it.
Boring. Is it some sort of secret code, Jim? Perhaps.
Make a knowledge arcana check.
Oh, I will. I'll make that our knowledge thing jig that you just said.
It's Lucas Martinez says, how are these 8 people sleeping in the common room with all those bear traps on the floor? Well, I wrote a note!
28. 28 is sufficient. As you're looking through it, you notice that the citations in this paper are taken from famous scholars of divination and abjuration magic. The body of the text is all on topic, but none of the citations seem to be from a transmuter, as the subject matter would suggest.
I'm going to need to go back to that archive.
Sounds like.
They're gonna arrest you. It's gonna be a jailbreak.
I walk back to the archive.
Okay. Marcus is like, thanks everybody, and leaves.
It's like 11 o'clock at night. He's going
As
back to
you
the
leave,
archive.
you see Marcus so you see Crag and Quigley
Bloodied.
marching up the stairs, covered in blood as usual.
I'm like, oh, hello.
I go up to my room, there's a desk crashed on top of my cot. It's just like bear traps have been sprung up, catching wooden
Where are
parts
you
on the
going?
table.
I'm going to go to the archive because I think that, well, the hag took over Snape, or Shock,
Snape,
Shook,
Professor Snape?
Swain.
Snooky,
Snape. Dumbledore.
Shlaka, Ningalanga.
You are
Snuggalunga.
so far from all
Snoke.
of the right
Dumbledore.
answers.
Oh, Snoke.
Star Wars.
Snooky.
Swain.
Shake. What?
Swain.
Swain. That's the one. Swain. Just came to me. Took over Swain and made him go crazy, but I think maybe he left me a message. So I'm going to go to the archive. Alone.
No. No, you're not.
Okay.
We were just attacked by the Sixers.
Oh.
Wow. Water.
Are you here? We're not
There's
in.
blood all over the floor of the
Upstairs
temple.
still.
Oh, we're
And
downstairs.
water. Blood and
He was
water.
walking
Blood and water everywhere.
No, we're none
Never
of us.
mind,
None of
it
us
didn't
are
work.
going anywhere by ourselves.
Okay.
So you want we're
Do
going
wanna
with the
come read
archive?
some books?
Yep.
No, let's go find where are Lyra and Alex.
Downstairs.
Lyra is singing and Alex is upstairs.
No, I'm trying to find acoustics. I'm a little tipsy.
I go in and find them,
Yes.
tell them, they know what happened.
Wow.
We're all sticking together and going.
What
Let's
does
go,
Tipsy Lyra?
LETSGO.
What does Tipsy Lady Lyra say to Sir
Well, she
Craig?
just said,
Let's go.
Whatever
Let's
she
go.
wants to be.
LETSGO.
yeah, we're going.
So we're going to the archives?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're sticking together.
I found the red acoustic. It made it really loud. Let's go. Let's go.
And I
LETSGO.
cover her mouth.
Oh, sorry.
To the archives.
Okay.
To the archives.
To the archives.
Okay, you get to the archives and find Trip. He's always on. He's
Hello.
always on door duty
Perception
now.
check for ambush.
I say, hi, Trip.
27.
Oh, guys. Oh, you brought a lot of guys with you this time.
Hi.
We're
Are
covered
you
in
guys
blood.
all wizards?
No,
Yes.
we're not.
Do I look like a wizard?
No.
Oh, wait,
You know, I'm
here.
just trying to be
Hold
more
on,
open
hold on,
to
here.
alternative lifestyles. That's all.
I go into my bag and I take out the fan treasure chest wizard hat and I put it on. And I
Oh,
go,
see, you know, everybody has their.
Hey, I'm a wizard.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard,
Okay.
Harry.
We're all wizards, right? You're a wizard.
I
They're
have
not.
magical
and I look
abilities.
I look at Trip. I go, they're not wizards. I lied.
So, Trip,
Okay, well, so about that desk, is that coming back?
Oh, that was
Oh, is that
yours?
where the desk was from?
Did you
Did
need
you
it
take
back?
Well, I mean, yeah, they get kind of mad about furniture just disappearing.
Well, are
Okay.
you gonna get in trouble? Who do we need to
Probably.
beat up?
Okay. I just start
Well-
walking towards the books,
Okay.
scrolls, archives, whatever they are.
So where'd you get your name?
I'm looking for these entries, Jim.
Okay.
I'm gonna let her talk to Trip and distract Trip.
Okay, great. So, You know that there is a pretty extensive library in the lower levels of the archives, which you find because you've been here before.
I look for
Lyra,
that scroll and knock as well.
sure. You do know that all of their magical scrolls are sort of
I'm
locked
not going
up.
to look for those.
Which-
I'm going to look at the citations.
Okay.
Which is far more
Alex
riveting.
is here.
Oh,
You
sorry.
said there.
So you're hanging out, Trip, which
Yeah,
we will
'cause I
absolutely.
feel so bad. Like, why would anyone make fun of you?
I'm asking him about Sixers. Have you seen any masked Sixers assassins come through?
No, nobody. Just
Because
wizards
we
here.
were.
We're all just wizards here.
Why are people laughing at you?
Well, I don't know. I guess when I fall down, it's kind of funny.
It's not
I got
funny.
these big robes on. I
You know
couldn't.
what? I'm not domestic, but I'm sure I can find someone in town that sews.
Yeah, I mean, I just.
She's not domestic. All bets are off.
That's a deal breaker.
No, yep, sorry. No, I needed a.
Water. No, I don't like that you're being treated just so
Well, I
poorly.
mean, it's all right. I mean,
No, it's
they
not
laugh,
alright.
but like everybody, a lot of people have nicknames. You know, it's like
What's your real name?
Sam.
I think it's important to note
Sam.
that next week will be our 30th episode of Dragons and Things, and it will be an episode dedicated to Trip.
I just feel so
Scott
bad.
Denuzzo just got here, and he doesn't know who this NPC is, but he's become his favorite.
That was my too. That's why I'm so concerned.
Very
Please
deeply. Yeah, you
don't.
seem real concerned.
So
I mean,
is it
I'm
Sam
okay.
or is it
Nobody
Samwise?
here really like
Or-
beats me up or anything. They just
Samwell?
they think it's funny. I trip a lot, so people started calling me Trip.
But doesn't that hurt your feelings?
I mean, at first, yeah, but I mean, it's okay.
I start crying.
I think it really
Lyra
hurts
starts
your
crying.
feelings
Can you
more
do
Feeling
than
a lot of feelings.
Can
than
you
it
do
hurts
that?
mine at this point.
If Ashley
Hey,
cries
we're-
on camera, then
Where'd
I will
your
love everything.
where'd your wizard
said you
friend
cried.
go? He's gone.
Well, we're all wizards here.
What is
yeah.
this
You see
place?
What's the archives? It's where people come to study magic and spells and wizardry.
Jim,
and...
do we know that Marcus came here and got that amulet? Did he tell us any of these things?
I don't recall if
Yeah,
he
I
ever
thought I
Tell
walked
us
back to you
and
guys and
told
told you
us
I was
came
going to
back
die,
and
and you guys just said, yeah, just keep on the amulet, we're just going.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
So
Yeah,
we
I
know
said
what
I got
this
this
place is.
amulet, I'm going to die if I take it off, and you guys were like, well, don't do that, let's just go down the Darklands, bye.
Well,
It
I
all
said
worked
you weren't-
out
I-
in the
yeah,
end.
it did. I said you weren't going to die like today, and we're all going to die.
Yeah. It's a fair and solid
God.
point.
From
Ashley's gonna
over,
cry.
Cosmic
from
sense,
over
it's,
3 months ago.
Ashley's going to cry.
Okay.
Well, so what do you guys need?
Oh, well, I just want to make sure you're okay.
What do you know about
I
hags?
I'm okay.
We need to take
I'm
down.
not going to be okay if I don't get that desk back. They were real mad because your friend cut up a bed too. Like,
But
it's
would you get in trouble? Oh, who
like,
is
yeah,
it?
Wait a
little
second, is that the
bit.
desk that smashed on my cot?
Wait, it's smashed?
I mean, my cot had...
It wasn't
Oh, it was
smashed. I
No, what did
opened
you
it.
want?
It's not smashed.
Where
Okay,
was it then?
Maybe we
Is
should
it
just
still
go-
following you?
No, it's just sat down on the...
Where did you go? Are you off somewhere?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I walked
looking at
back.
stuff.
Do we have to go get this desk?
We'll go get it. I just
Kraken
waited
quickly, the moving company for you.
on Twitter.
Okay, so you guys go back and get the desk.
I'm not going back.
Don't
I'm
forget to share.
staying- I'm staying with Mark.
You're going to stay with Marcus? Okay.
I'll go back.
Well, as we're carrying the desk back, we're like, could you imagine if we got ambushed right now?
Oh, no. Don't give my DS.
Go.
Imagine.
Jim, out
gotta
of curiosity, was the paper magical or the book?
You did not check.
I will double check that while I'm...
Okay, it appears that the book itself is not magical, but the paper gives off a dim, indiscernible magical aura.
Right. Neat.
Cool.
Awesome.
Could make a knowledge arcana check if you wanted to.
We're back with the desk by now?
Okay, find the desk.
We're back with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we carried it. It took us a while.
Yeah.
I mean, how far was that? It was
27.
20.
We're strong.
7.
Strong.
You remember thinking back to wondering if this was a secret code, and you know that it is possible that it is not so much a secret code as it is a
Cipher.
magical method of obscuring the original writing on the page. It's possible.
How would I get around that?
There is usually for a spell called Secret Page, which with a knowledge arcana that high you would know about, there is usually a trigger word that will cause the true writing to reappear. It can also be dispelled with a high enough check. Any other method is typically very costly.
I say Marcus.
Nothing happens.
I say skin and bones.
Nothing happens.
I say hag.
Nothing happens.
Say alakazam.
Nothing happens.
Well-
Alex, you find Marcus staring into
Yeah,
a
I
piece of
just heard
paper,
the skin and bone
whispering various words.
Do I hear the words?
Yeah, you hear him. I mean, yeah, he's just standing there talking.
Let me see that.
I'm gonna go look for the entries.
Okay. Marcus
I give
starts walking.
her the boring page on
Okay.
agriculture that she just asked for.
Sure.
Is this what he was speaking into?
Yes.
I say Alex.
Nothing happens.
Well, that's children.
Nothing happens.
I say, can I see the book you have?
I give her the book.
Okay. Inside, I mean, you see it just over every single page, filled, top to bottom, the same 3 words written in a frantic, hasty, jagged letters. Whoa. Calm down, Quigley.
And I follow Marcus.
Okay.
Say Ella Jess.
Nothing happens. You begin searching through the library. You can make a knowledge arcana check to search the library. If you want to help him, you can do so with a perception check.
Don't need that.
Knowledge arcana, you said?
Yes.
37?
Okay.
22.
That's pretty good. So yeah, you guys are
And then I
doing
take the
real
page,
good.
Then I take the page trimmer and I say solstice to it.
When you say the word solstice, the letters on the page begin to morph and change, and soon you are looking at arcane lettering that would require a read magic spell to decipher.
I luckily actually have read magic prepared.
Nice.
Get
Great.
out. Show me.
Filling it.
Show me.
Believe him.
Make a perception check, Sir Crag.
Number 1 on his list.
What does it
This
say?
guy's number 1. Read magic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man knows what he's about.
All right. What does it say?
I got one job.
One job.
Mad monkeys.
So after this, you take a few minutes, you cast your spell, you begin deciphering the runes that make themselves comprehensible to you with the read magic active, and it's a scroll of Dream Shield.
Now that's pretty good. How high a level is that friggin' spell?
Allow me to tell you all about Dream Shield.
Well, I'm gonna look it up.
I was literally, I mean, I have it here. So I can tell you now. It is a 4th level wizard spell.
Ooh.
It lasts for 1 hour per level. It services 1 target. You ward the target's mind against intrusion and influence while they are unconscious. While sleeping, the target is protected against divinations such as non-detection, and gains spell resistance equal to 10 plus your caster level against mind-affecting effects. In addition, the subject immediately receives another saving throw, if one was allowed to begin with, against any spell or effect that would possess or exercise direct mental control over them. This functions in all respects like the second property of protection from evil, but it applies regardless of the alignment of the creature or object that created the possession or mental influence effect. If the target is awake, instead of the previous effects, the Dream Shield provides a +4 bonus on saving throws against sleep effects. The spell's other effects are suppressed while the target is awake. If the target falls asleep or is otherwise rendered unconscious, the other effects of the Dream Shield immediately resume. Every 10 minutes spent awake consumes 1 hour of the Dream Shield's duration.
Oof.
That was long.
Does a lot of things. Does a lot of things.
Sure does.
Well, I attempt to put it in my spellbook.
Okay.
I
well,
rolled. Not well.
Yes. So are you? Because you were searching through the archives, and then you did this. If you want to take some time to copy, it's gonna that takes a couple of hours to do. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Alex, like, hey, I'm gonna copy this.
Okay, so Marcus is like, I'm done with the books now, and just sits down and begins copying.
But we're
his
all
spell.
in here.
And Craig Humor says, Quigley is strangely quiet. There needs more boldly striding forth.
Yeah.
Assessing the strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly.
Boldly, though.
He listened.
Can I,
You can do that boldly.
make a perception check to see if I can find a book on...
'Cause you're there, you're not running.
Like Ella Jess. Maybe someone had written something in the past, a history book or something.
So
Yeah, you're without any sort of guidance. I mean, a lot of these books. I mean, it's all even the paper that he handed to you that he took back and then started deciphering. Like, this is all. It's like you step into a college library without any context for what you're looking for, and you
hated
just,
it when that
just start
happened.
going down the rows of books, looking for something, but nothing is jumping out at you.
I asked Trip if they have any copies of Sir Gerald's Guide to Heroic Endeavors,
Oh, God.
Volume 2.
Trip.
There's
Alex is
two?
like, well, there was only one volume of Sir Gerald's Guide, and
I was just wondering.
I mean, it's kind of a. I mean, we wouldn't keep a book like that here.
Because it's too special.
Sam-
I get you. But do you know if the author ever wrote any more books?
I mean, not to find out. Again, we don't really care about.
Okay, find out
Hey,
for me
Sam.
next time I'm here. I want to
okay.
know.
Sam, what do you like to read?
Oh, me? Well, I'm hoping that I can be an enchanter someday, so I usually follow up on all of the latest in enchanting, and,
Do you get Enchanters Weekly?
yeah,
Deliver
yeah.
you do, yeah.
Well, they get it here, and then
I do too,
get
and I
access
adjust my
to it.
wizard hat.
I just get access to it. I get like a free
So
subscription
good.
since I'm a student here.
That's
That's
awesome. So what kind of enchanting have you practiced?
Well,
I got
you
this
know,
on a scroll since you're doing.
I sometimes I can make people think that I'm their very good friend, and other times I can make people fall asleep. But those aren't things that I like to do because it's not good to do on people.
You know what's really cool?
What?
I can't be enchanted with a sleep spell.
Oh yeah, you have elves. You have elven heritage then. Yeah,
Isn't that
that's
cool?
something that we all learn. We usually, if in
Day
a
one.
dangerous situation, if an enchanter comes up against an elf,
Oh, God.
usually we're told to rely on a different school than
This is like
enchantment. So
Jonathan.
we usually have a couple of evocations in our backup.
This is Leo's
But I don't typically like those. I'm not one for the big flashy. I mean, all of us put magic missile in our book, but it's just not my style.
I see that.
What you got?
That's cool.
Did you say there was a locked area?
No, I never said that. There are parts of the
I never
archives
said
that
that.
you're
She
not
was
allowed to go
asking Jim.
though.
I was asking Jim.
I never at any point indicated that there was a locked area.
Sorry, okay.
Said that to Marcus. Marcus, since
Well,
you're
that's
doing
really
you're
great
doing you're doing
endeavors.
wizard writing now.
Yes.
So this is what we were ambushed about, and I give him the scroll of non-detection.
Oh, I said because you don't want him to be detected by the night hag.
It's not me that she's after. It's you, right? It's you and.
Yes, it's two of
Alex.
us.
Oh.
Look, check out this book.
But you said you could take that amulet thing off and figure out how to find her.
I say yeah. I know how to find her.
I take the book.
So would this scroll help? If you take the amulet off, you could find her, but then you wouldn't be detected. Or
Okay.
she wouldn't be detected or something.
I look in it.
It's
Okay.
wizard things. I don't know anything about wizard things.
Just then Trip is like,
Okay.
wait a second, you just said
Alex
you
wanted
were
to
a
see what was in the
wizard.
book.
I mean,
I got 25 on Dream Shield.
I give it back to Alex.
what do you
Okay,
have?
yeah, that's
I
enough.
had a book to show you.
Copy it into
What
your
was it?
book.
It was from Alex. She wanted to show it to you.
Just out of curiosity, we can take a look at it later. But we're probably getting to the point where we need to know how many pages you have left in your spell book.
He's got 2.
A lot. No, you don't need to worry about that.
Uh-oh.
I bet we need to start worried about it a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Nah, we're good.
Do you have to
100
buy a
pages in them.
bigger spell book?
Actually, maybe sometimes less than that. Depends.
And then I'll stay there tonight, scribing the other one that he said.
Okay, so that's gonna take you a while. You're just
So we're
scribing them
sleeping at the
scrolls.
We
library?
need to stay together in case we're ambushed
Yeah, why are
all
you-
night.
Why are you doing this here?
Told you we were ambushed, right?
Okay, I go wherever they tell me to go.
We go
And I
back.
do that.
Let's
I'll
spend the night
I'll
at
do
the
that
church.
there. I'll scribe them there.
I mean, you can stay here. You know, if you
Are you
want,
safe
it's
here?
okay.
Well, we're all gonna stay. Where are we gonna sleep on a cut-up mattress? What are we gonna do? We're gonna go.
Hey, speak
Where are we
You
gonna
don't-
sleep on some
You don't
books?
have to. I was just trying to be nice. You know, they've been since we were all wizards here. I thought, but
You guys
know,
got? You guys got any food
could-
in here?
You could go wherever you want. That's okay.
Are you gonna be safe here?
Yeah,
sound a little scared.
I'm okay. I'm gonna be safe. Yeah, this is a pretty safe place. We're all wizards here, so
We definitely
lots
are all
of-
wizards here.
We have lots of enchantments and stuff that can protect the grounds
All
from
right.
intrusion.
I'm gonna go
That's
back
why
to
the
the
shadows
church then.
haven't been really much of a problem here.
Wait, what are you using to protect from the shadows?
Well, we just, they can't use. They travel between planes. You know, they actually travel across the shadow plane, and they come into our world through shadows on the material plane, which I'm sure you know since you're wizards. But in the grounds, you can't cross planes like that. There are enchantments that prevent that. So, you can't go to the ethereal plane. You can't go to the shadow plane. You can't go anywhere. Not within the confines of the archives. That's just not possible.
Do you know that? Wizard.
So we've got cheers from Brandon VSC and sub from Jukebox Raccoon.
Thank you.
All right.
Holy cow! And Tobias coming in hot with a super
I got a
buff.
super buff.
A super buff.
Let's
to
go
crack.
do something.
Do it.
We go to sleep and we're going to set out tomorrow
We eat
to
a hearty
destroy
dinner.
the hag.
We eat a hearty
Bye,
dinner.
Sam.
It's
See you in the
midnight.
morning.
What?
Midnight.
What are you, a gremlin?
I am.
For the other one.
That's actually you're getting close.
I know.
You're getting close to a failure there or a 4th level spell.
Yep.
But I think that's enough to get it.
My bad.
Let me see. I think it's 15 plus the spell's level. Decipher a scroll is 20 plus the spell's level. Learn a spell from spell progression was 15. Yeah, so 19 would be your DC. So you're good.
Was it communal or was it singular?
Single. He does a single
Now, how does
target
the
spell.
shoe materials function with that need?
I will tell you.
So,
You
I'm in
will
for life says,
try.
good point. B team actually turns into A team. I believe that was back when they were going to
Marcus
sell
was
us.
gonna
Yeah.
Get the reward.
Brian Summer says it's the Monsanto Bible.
That is the book that was found in the desk,
That was
which
the
actually
paper.
now Monsanto is part of Bayer. So the name Monsanto is kind of gone,
No idea.
and now it's part of Bayer.
You said 4th level.
Just-
That's communal non-detection.
Heroin.
Are you talking about detection? No, detection. Non-detection is a 3rd level spell.
Photo
It's not
Cavallo.
communal.
The company?
No, non-detection has a communal non-detection.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the one that you have. I was talking about Dream Shield at first, so
Oh.
I was wrong. But you have non-detection, the 3rd level spell, and you have Dream Shield. Both of you were successful on both of them.
Jay Womack94 says, "Aw, Trip thought he was gonna have a sleepover with his new friends."
Issue
I
materials
know.
allows you to ignore anything costing 1 gold piece or less.
I felt so bad. He needs friends.
Boo!
Tim Jam,
Yay!
Tim Jam, you can't ever create NPCs that are pitiful or woe cases just because Lady Lyra just loves them.
It's breaking my
so
heart.
much.
He just doesn't have friends.
He has a lot of friends.
Actually,
No,
people
we
like me here.
I know, but
you're
they
kind
like
of
him, they
projecting,
just-
I think, a little
Lyra
bit. That's
shouldn't
not
assume
fair to
things
me.
on people.
I just feel bad.
I'm good. I got some scrolls. I'm gonna go to sleep wherever they tell me I'm allowed to sleep
There, now.
with my amulet.
So you guys go to the archives. You go down to the library. Marcus stops what he's doing, sits down and copies 2 scrolls, then turns around, leaves the archives with all of you in tow, and you go sleep somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds reasonable.
We eat a hearty dinner too.
You eat a hearty dinner. Is there anything you need to know about your sleeping? Are you, because you had mentioned the amulet on, amulet off. Like, what are you doing?
Amulet will be on for this sleep because we're not
Amulet
leaving
is
it.
on for this sleep.
Because I know how to find her when I use the amulet, right?
His question, but I like.
You know that there is the connection between you is sort of something that becomes visible to you in a sort of spiritual and mental way, but you haven't experienced that yet. You don't know what it's like. You don't have any like. It'll just happen, sort of.
Well, I'll sleep without the amulet on.
Without the amulet on.
But then
okay?
I will cast Dream Sheet. No, I won't, because I just put it in my spell
put
book.
that in your book, my friend.
Fodo Cavallo says, as a writing professor, I love that you're talking about citations.
We all. What are we talking about?
Did we already say that Caden's figured out how to share from his phone?
No.
I was trying to, but
Go, girl.
KS 101 says, "Woohoo! Just figured out how to share from my phone. Give me all that fat loot, please, and thank you."
P-H-A-T.
Awesome. Share.
Hope your game went well,
P-H-A-T.
or unless you're doing it still.
So,
We talked.
G-N-A-T.
just sleeping? Amulet on?
Did
No. Amulet off.
What
did
if you
we
die?
like? Are we sleeping in the same room?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
You
I
want
don't
to
know.
establish lodging? Do you want to
No,
go
we're
find
all
a room
sleeping.
to sleep in like
What's
a
the
normal
lodging
person
here?
would do?
Because do we see this?
Together.
See what?
Do
Can
we
take off
see
the
him take
amulet.
that thing off?
No, because you guys aren't even in a room yet. Quigley stays at the
Phrase that a
church.
little bit.
He's got that covered. Marcus could stay at the archives, but you guys have nixed that plan.
Blixnix.
So we haven't been staying. We haven't been staying anywhere.
We should go to that room.
Where
I
do
told
you
you
where do
there's
you
a
want to
cot
stay?
by me.
I'm not going to decide that for you. You want to just find an inn? That's fine. Find an inn.
Or we could just
That was
all-
That was a good tone.
We'll just find it.
Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't matter. It's midnight.
I'm tired.
All right, sleep in there.
Do your scrolls. Let's lay down here. I don't
Lay
even
down
know.
where? In the street?
In the street!
At the archives.
We
wherever.
go
Do what
to
a human
the
would
Sixers.
do.
I just
Go
wanna
find
sleep
an inn. You're in a city.
somewhere.
This is not hard.
We go to the Sixers, we fall asleep on their floor.
Good.
We ask,
You know
hey,
what?
magical
They
healing?
coup de grace
Magical
each
sleep?
of you in your sleeps.
I
We're
don't
done.
trust
We're
any
going
inns
to
here. I
an
don't
inn.
trust this place.
Well, then what do you want to
Stay
do,
in the
Crag?
church with
Go
me!
to the church.
I literally just offered you a place and you were like, no, F that.
What, the church?
No, you know what? I'm not even going to remind you of what I offered you. I'm done with that. You tell me where you sleep. In the street sounds safe to me. Way safer if you're worried about an ambush to just lie down in the middle of the road.
Go for it, leader.
Brian Summer says Lyra looks into the availability of a honeymoon suite.
Follow the storyline. I'm sad. I wouldn't leave on
All right, let's go to an inn. But we all need to do some night watches. I don't want to get ambushed.
See you in the morning then.
Look,
all
ever
right.
since you killed me,
Things
Most of
I
my
can do
characters.
to completely flummox the party.
paranoid.
Have them go to bed
We're
in
go-
the city. Ever.
All right,
We're going to
an
the church.
inn.
Okay. Fine.
He's at the church. You're at the church by
Yeah.
yourself?
I stride boldly forth to the church and I stride boldly forth to sleep!
All right,
He just
I'm going to
goes
church.
to bed.
I'm going to
Doesn't
church.
even wait to assess the enemy or anything.
No, I'm at the church. Yeah, we're all going to church.
Everybody goes to the church.
I'm tired.
And you have a room full of cots.
Great.
There are some empty ones that you can take.
Great.
And what happened?
In the morning, they expect you to help up sweeping, so you have to spend an hour doing chores.
That sucks.
But they give us breakfast. Continental.
Coffee.
Gruel.
Jim,
I prefer pancakes.
Jim,
Hey,
Bacon?
don't you get that tone with me?
Jim.
Don't you get that tone with me? What?
Can we at least have bacon?
I start squatting.
No, we're not doing that at church.
I don't get my breakfast.
no.
I will poop right on this floor.
I will bless your church.
Bacon
Oh
and
my gosh, we got so far off the rails.
But
so
when you wake
quickly.
up the next morning, right?
Yeah, you wake up. Nobody is dead. Nobody attacks you in
Is
the
that
middle
your
of the night.
rooster?
You awaken the
That
next
sounded like a-
morning.
No. Never
That's
mind.
what's going to happen, except for my dear friend Marcus.
Marcus.
As you sleep, I want you.
Because my understanding I mean, yes, I'm doing this. I already said I was.
Yeah.
But my understanding is, in order to have this connection, I have to have the amulet off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Amulet's
Yeah,
off because
amulet's
they're going to
off.
want to know where to go. And
Sure.
I told them I knew where to go. So
I gotcha. I understand.
I got to know where to go.
I want you to make a wisdom check
I want you to make the
as
most
you
important will
go to
save
sleep
of life.
and sort of reach out with your mind.
No. Nah.
Okay.
Nah, brah.
You
That
get
was a
no
very
sense of
important one.
anything in the night. You awaken the next morning
Oh, crap.
feeling rather restless and anxious, but otherwise,
Anxious isn't a word, Jim.
otherwise, nothing changes for you. Nothing has happened. You guys prepare spells. You eat breakfast
At the church.
at the church. You demand food.
Sausage
Now-
and pancakes.
They provide food.
I watch Quigley eat it.
So they have bacon?
What is the plan for today?
You look
I just
okay?
want bacon.
I mean, it's like porridge and stuff. It's not.
Bacon?
No, there's no
I just want bacon.
I don't care what you want.
Can
I'm
we
tired
have
of giving
uncured
you what
turkey
you want.
bacon?
All right, eat
There
my
is
food.
no bacon.
I eat my food.
You have to eat. You will eat no imaginary bacon today.
The church isn't going to poison you.
What about coffee?
We're
There's
in
no such
Anderley.
thing as coffee
The
in this
Sixers
world.
run Anderley.
There has to be.
No, there's not.
Do you want me to take
We
it?
What
definitely
a
been over
sad
that
world!
argument.
Sad world!
I'm just joking. I don't know.
Did where did these two sleep? Are they on
No.
opposite rooms of each other?
No, but we're not gonna.
No, we were
No.
all near each other.
They're not gonna bang.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Wow.
Jim went there.
So
We haven't even had a conversation.
with my
naughty tonight.
undeniable knowledge being incredible and vast, by using non-detection or dream shield, would this sever that the potential for that connection?
It would only provided. What you know about the connection is that it should go two ways. This would protect you from any magical attempts to locate. Now, you know also that the hag or her minion or whatever has almost what they have from you may not completely. It's unknown. You know that if she were to use any attempts to scry, like clairvoyance or the spell scry or anything like that, that you would be safe. You know that if she attempted to influence you in your sleep, you would be safe. But you don't really know if, since she has that piece of you, whether you would be totally protected in that form. It's difficult to tell. Though you are 100% confident that anybody else who was affected by that spell, she would be completely powerless to affect.
Two. I'll spend the morning. Nope, doesn't matter. I'll spend that day working on a scroll of non-detection.
Non-detection. Okay. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do while Marcus is studying and preparing?
But
his
I
magic?
mean, I'll do other things. Like we can leave. We can leave
Okay.
town.
We go, we find the hag, we kill it.
Ah, yes.
Fast forward, Jim.
She is dead.
Fast forward to the after
The
party.
hag is
And
dead.
next level up.
I mean, it's just
That's
one.
level-
It's just one hag.
Jim, level 10.
Level
So
10.
now we're level 10.
You're skipping 9 entirely. That's interesting.
Well, I'm
this is,
gonna write it down, but
Okay. So nobody else said anything else they wanted to do.
I
so
let
what
everyone
happens
know
next?
that we need to go that way.
we go that way.
Which way?
That way.
Towards where I.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Sneeze.
Excuse me. Sorry, everyone. And sorry at home with the microphone. And Jared. And everyone else. Just in the whole world. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
goodness.
Towards the fields.
Do I say? Can I sense? Yeah, this is not.
He doesn't seem very.
I see
Well,
what's
I would
happening
imagine
here.
that he says it pretty much exactly like that,
Yeah.
where he
Yeah.
says towards, and 20 minutes later,
You don't
the
know
fields.
where we're going, do you?
President
we're
Boss
going to the
says,
field.
we're skipping 9, Jim!
Skipping level 9, right to 10.
But
We're going straight to the top.
A lot of cool things happen in level 9. Took out the Red Mask mercenaries.
Oh.
Lunai crumbled.
Wow.
Zero Laxatran.
No, we're still working on
Oh,
that.
I'm just kidding.
All
Yeah,
we go
sixes
towards
are
the
dead.
fields.
Okay.
The amulet is off.
The amulet is off.
We're going towards the fields.
How tall is this grass? I mean, is it big? Is it little?
It's ankle height.
Ankle height? Nah, not afraid then.
You don't have any sounds for ankle height grass?
I don't have
So-
any sounds
What
that's for
field is
ankle high
this?
grass, so...
I mean, yeah, you're gonna leave the city and go towards the fields.
What?
You
know,
make it to
sometimes
the
there's
fields.
snakes in fields. They're not always the nice.
And from there, naturally, we would travel towards Trapsboro.
You're going to begin traveling towards Trapsboro.
Wow, we haven't been there in a while.
I take the amulet to Crag and I go,
Do I believe any of this, Jim?
As much as you believe it.
I don't.
He is exactly as
Guys.
convincing as he is today.
We're.
Scott Denuso says that's when the tiny velociraptors attack.
Marcus has no idea where we're going.
Well,
that's
said-
not true.
he said-
We are headed to Trapsboro.
why are we?
Yeah,
headed to
but we're not going to
Trapsboro?
Trapsboro. We're going after the
That
hag.
is where the hag's presence is the most powerful.
All right.
Natural 20.
To do what? Kill him?
No, to sense his bullcrap.
I
Or a
believe...
bluff or whatever he's
I mean,
doing.
that certainly does not seem reasonable. That
Well,
he
I
is-
believe that is an opposed bluff roll.
It's true. He technically has
Can you
to...
be. I mean,
Somebody's got a reroll out there.
Natural. No, I'm just kidding.
shut up.
What's your actual roll of sense motive?
Doesn't. It's a critical roll.
What is the actual total? It does matter for skill checks.
Sense
It's a 21.
23 for bluff.
So is he bluffing?
You can never beat him. He's got every skill point he's put into bluff.
To Trapsboro.
I mean, at this point, I don't know what you guys are doing and why you're going there. So great. Let's go to Trapsboro. Let's go back to Trapsboro, because last time you were in Trapsboro, man, did it go swimmingly.
Yeah, it did.
Uh,
Killed a lot of bugs.
you begin traveling.
He
You know
says
it's
I
going to
lost
take you
that.
several days.
We have to go to Trapsboro?
I can't force you. We don't have to.
We believe him, so we follow him.
So happy to be together again.
Oh, yes, you are.
This is so.
Okay. So, you begin heading south towards Trapsboro. Or no, it's, sorry. you
Because
are
that's the
going
last
east
place
towards
that he
Trapsboro.
saw
West
his
is
soul.
Anderley.
Bingo.
You begin traveling east towards Trapsboro, a place that you know to be very dangerous these times and abandoned, especially after the last vestiges of the Swift Winds Trading Company left there some weeks prior with after you guys had helped them out. You know that there are certainly creatures to be wary of whilst you're in town, and you know that you will. So one of the things that you had noticed while you were in Anderley was the prevalence of light at all times in all places. And you know that once you sort of leave Anderley, it'll be up to you to watch the shadows, as it has been made very clear that the denizens of the Shadow Plane are able to travel through them almost freely and at will. But Marcus said go to Trapsboro. So here you are.
Brian Summers says, "You wanted family, Crag. Well, you've got 'em."
You got a family.
Thanks, Brian.
I'm
You-
just waiting for the. I'm detecting her through the
Why
stuff.
Yeah,
the
I
F
gotcha.
couldn't we have waited in Anderley?
You don't know that.
Yeah, I know I don't know that, but I do know it.
I mean, the journey is going to take you several days. Night falls on the first day. There's the ghost town out here. No carts going in towards Anderley. No trading caravans. Nothing. What do you do?
Anderley or Trapsboro?
No, nothing towards or away from.
Oh.
Like, you aren't anywhere near Trapsboro at this point. You've got several days' journey.
Should we make a giant fire? Bonfire?
Giant. The biggest fire the North's ever seen.
I start making a giant bonfire.
Okay.
Bigger. I don't think that's big enough. Go bigger.
So bad, Jim.
With my +3 bracelet. That's an 11.
Are you gonna put that on the bonfire?
No.
Is that what
I'm using it to
Okay,
help
well,
me.
you have a +3 to having a bracelet, so that's a pretty good advantage.
I do.
What are you rolling for?
A bracelet.
What?
I was rolling for bracelet.
I don't know what is happening.
They're trying to build a
anymore.
bonfire. So
Yeah, I
you're
know
rolling
that.
survival checks.
Who's
I rolled a 20.
I think
22.
Craig built his own bonfire, and
rolled-
Quigley built his.
Yeah, you're able to build a fire.
I rolled a
for sure.
12.
Okay.
Mine's a little smaller.
We're building a circle of fire.
A circle of fire. Is this going to be like the mud elementals?
No, this is a unbroken circle of fires surrounding what's a comfortable sleeping space.
I also want to mention that I brought my bear traps.
In the dry grass.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fire. The chances of you waking up the next morning are
Oh my god.
slimmer for having done this.
Let's make
Out
a
of the
big
desert,
fire.
Jim. Children of the desert.
One fire. And we take.
Yeah, I'm
Just-
desert.
Making yourself a fire is a good precaution.
Big one. A real big one.
Okay, sleep watches.
Burning Man style. Just
No.
We make a wooden figure of this version of Marcus, and
An
then we
effigy?
light. Yeah, and then we light it like Burning Man style.
I'll take first watch.
We're making
Or-
good progress. I
or-
think is what the takeaway here is.
I'll
you
take
guys
a
are
watch.
really-
And at the end of the day, I'm going to tell everyone. So we're doing a really great job. We're making a lot of good progress. So we're like a family and stuff that Craig said. I think it's good what we're doing.
I'm regretting everything. I am regretting everything.
So you guys build your fire, eat from your stores of rations. Quigley has so much food.
Does he share it with us?
Just so much food.
Yeah, it's rations for everybody.
And
Did I
talk
finish
to me
that
about
scroll
watch.
of non-detection?
You're gonna what?
Did I finish that scroll of non-detection?
Yeah, you'd want to do that in the morning.
38.
correct?
No. It takes scroll. We discussed scrolls take like forever to make. They take 8 hours to make a scroll.
Right. So you've been traveling all day.
Yeah.
So
But when adventuring, I can work 4 hours, and I can decrease the DC by adding 5 to the DC. I can make a scroll within 4 hours. Is the point I'm trying to make? I think.
well, when you're adventuring, it takes double the amount of time.
Nope. Yes. Yes, it takes 4 hours. I did the research. 8 hours, you can work 8 hours a day. You can work 4 while adventuring and net 2, son of a bitch. Skit.
You did the research, and
Flowers.
this is what you've come up with.
Flowers.
Frontal upon you. Get out of here.
What's our area? What are we in? Wooded area? Where are we?
Yeah, you're just on the road. So it's
Middle of the road.
it's relatively overgrown because again, people haven't been coming through, or travel has basically stopped. So it's a little more overgrown than normal. There are some light woods to the south of the road, or south of the road. It kind of makes is a silly way to put it, but to the south there are some light woods, but nothing heavy in the area. You hear the sounds of night creatures
And pianos.
and pianos.
My watch.
We're setting up watch.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
2 by 2, or what are we doing?
2 by 2.
Cans of blue.
I never bought the diamond dust, so I don't do that. Or ever cast the spell.
If only you weren't a whole day away from the city.
I think we're
Does he
fine.
just realize this and doesn't say anything?
I think we're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna watch at some point.
Who are we watching?
Yeah, I'm
Who's
I'm boldly watching forth.
we're teaming up,
Okay.
and who are we teaming up with? Does it matter?
I
matters.
will watch with someone.
You and Craig, yeah.
Me and you.
Yeah.
I will cast Dream Shield on myself.
Make sure that's all kosher.
Kosher.
You want to take first watch with me, Sir Crag, or do you want to take middle watch?
A hollow glass ball or dream catcher, which I would assume would be less than 1 gold piece to purchase. So yeah, you can cast a dream shield upon yourself.
Good, I
Who are you
do.
gonna watch with?
With you.
Or who? If I take middle watch.
I will
take
take
middle
middle.
watch.
Okay, I'll take first watch.
Now you know that it lasts for 1
Doesn't
hour
matter
per
what
level,
watch.
and for every 10 minutes that you're awake, it uses up 1 hour worth of the spell.
I only need to sleep 2 hours.
I know. So when the time that you're awake,
You burn that
it's going to
spell.
use up that
Yeah,
spell.
I was saying I'm going to cast it before I go to sleep.
Yeah, okay. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that when you're awake, like, you're going to eat up that time. Like,
Yeah. But I'm going to cast it before I go to sleep.
Gotcha. I understand.
Whenever they tell me I'm going to sleep, I'll go to sleep.
I will stay up with Lord Marcus for first watch. Let's roll these d20s.
But when we're preparing and getting ready, I set up, I start going in my bag, and I set up a sentry mannequin.
Sentry mannequin.
And bear traps around it.
Wait, bear traps around it. What are you doing?
During our watch, I talked to Quigley.
I got a 16. What do you want to say?
I say, Quigley,
Yes.
I think that we're going to do really good things together.
Yes, Lord Marcus, we already have.
Yep. It's just a bummer that we don't have any diamond dust. 'Cause if we had that, then I could cast that spell that you guys got.
This is like the cart
Super
thing
bummer.
back in the day.
It's a super bummer that we don't have it.
I don't.
As if we had it.
I don't know if you're asking if I have some. I don't.
Did you guys get any?
No. What? You're a wizard.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll learn from this and
tried
we'll
once.
make an adjustment and make a tradition. out
Right.
of it.
Hey, P.S. What are these small vials?
Excuse me.
I look at them.
Okay.
They're blue.
32?
These are not
Blue
magical.
diamond dust.
They aren't magical,
All right, perfect.
but I bet if you drink them, it will be helpful.
Nope, don't think that's true. I've seen the what's going on.
Quigley and Marcus, make a perception check.
I got 16.
I thought I already rolled that, but I guess I didn't. No, wait, yeah, I did.
Oh, what'd you
Or
get?
no? Yeah, I thought I did. Okay, well,
I don't know what you did.
I don't know what I did either. Well,
Okay, cool.
Don't worry
so
about
you guys are just passing your time. At the end of your watch, you wake up the next 2 fools.
and I cast Dream Shield on myself
Cast Dream Shield.
and
And
go to sleep.
I hand the 2 blue vials to Lady Alex and I say, I don't know what these do, but the Sixers were trying to use them against us in some way. I don't know. They may help you. I know nothing about them.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I wouldn't know.
You have anything to report?
We don't have diamond dust, and apparently that's a bad thing.
So 2 blue vials.
What does that mean?
The spell we got, not really gonna work. Remember she told us we needed the diamond dust.
She never told us we needed diamond dust, did she?
She did. She very specifically made mention of it. I was very careful to let you know what you would need to successfully pull off your mission.
She
Y'all
did tell
ignored
you.
me.
Guess what we're doing, Jim?
We're going back.
going back.
Like the cart.
We're going back.
In the middle of the night, we're gonna leave this big fire.
No.
No. In the
No,
morning.
we're gonna finish.
What?
Who are
Dumb
my next
watch.
2 watchers?
I am.
Those 2? Alright. You each make a perception check for me.
Oh, Jesus.
13.
13?
8 plus perception 12.
12. 8 plus 12 is 20. Okay, you guys are hanging out.
Hanging out.
Hanging out. You've got these 2 new vials of stuff.
Is there any way I can like pop it look at it, sniff it. Would it be something I recognize?
Do you have craft alchemy?
No, of course not.
Yeah, you have no idea what the heck this stuff is.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Oh, no, never mind. I promised Lyra I wouldn't say anything. Never mind. Promised her I wouldn't say anything. Alright.
So, yeah, if you don't have anything you want to talk about, we just
No.
move on to the next watch.
I pretend I'm talking to the mannequin. And I kind of move it a little, like I move it, shift it,
Nothing weird about that.
kind of shift it and make it look like it's a person and it's alive.
Nothing weird about that. Okay, your hours pass uneventfully. Who's my next people?
I am.
AJ Killa 92 says, shout out to Crag, greatest barbarian.
Aw, that's cute.
Greatest barbarian
Thank you.
ever.
That is.
See, you are
Thank
a
you,
hero.
AJ.
I guess it's me.
I guess it's you.
Just
And
you?
but we
Couldn't one of
also
us be with you?
but we also know that Lord Monk, he disclosed to us now that he doesn't have to sleep very long, so we know he doesn't have to.
Did
So
Marcus do the watch with Lyra so she's not alone? Or who can do it again?
What happens in my dream before they wake me?
Make a wisdom-based
I
check.
forgot.
Kate, you got this.
Totally.
Come on.
This is fine.
Come on.
Got it.
Natural 20.
Oh,
What'd you get?
5.
Oh.
Yeah.
still nothing. Well,
The real person 98 says, while sleeping, Lyra gradually snuggles closer to Crag, then gradually steals any and all blankets.
Rekindled that crush. Well, we brought it to a different level now. It's at a whole new level.
well,
Whole new
it
level.
wasn't meant to be like that.
Whoever's watching next, do perception checks.
Well, right, but I was just trying
Perception
to
I think
distract
she's
myself.
distracted.
Perception
Well,
check.
I'm sorry, what?
Perception
Perception.
check.
She's
By
very
herself?
perceptive.
No, it's with Marcus.
with you.
You're woken up,
Great, he's a 1.
wizard.
Uno.
What'd you get?
You
Yeah.
are distracted.
I am.
Oh, I got
I'm-
woken up. They
I'm
told
really.
me.
I'm just kind of.
So I'm rolling a thing
I have a
too.
lot on my mind.
Got a lot on your
I'm
mind.
not doing those things.
A whole
just
lot of crag on your
having-
mind.
Well, no, just like.
That's so gross.
No,
14.
it's not like that.
14. Okay.
She's
Um,
mixed feelings.
I don't want things to be awkward.
Whilst you guys are sitting there, the night is getting on. Very small hours of the morning. Shadows are deep. Complete darkness outside the little ring of your lights. When you are sitting there, you drifting off, completely distracted by all of the things that have been on your mind of lately. Marcus.
Work.
Marcus just looking at the amulet, saying "work" over and over again.
Work.
When suddenly everything goes dark, completely dark, as if the light had been snuffed. Light from your bonfire had been snuffed out. You wait for just a moment before you begin to hear the rattling and rustling
Why would we wait?
of chains
Doesn't sound like
in
Oh
the
no!
darkness.
Doesn't sound like us to wait.
I do not like this guy.
I cast light.
I cast light.
Nothing happens. And we'll be back next Friday.
Oh!
We have to wait another.
Wow, we're going straight into something next week.
Straight into something
Not
next.
fair.
9:45.
I know what time it is.
Done in this battle in 5
I know what
minutes.
time it is.
We're not gonna be
You're
done
not
in
gonna be
5
done with this battle in
This
5
stupid
minutes.
guy took me all. I can't.
Oh.
You're not gonna like him next week either, because that's when you're gonna fight him. This week we are done playing for the moment. We are gonna get back into our adventure next Friday because all of our people will be around. Won't that be exciting? It's a rare treat for us. 2 weeks in a row, we will all be on the couch. We do, before we go, have to give away prizes. What those prizes are, I will remind you all. Some exciting stuff. We have the Pathfinder role-playing game Ultimate Wilder Disguise direct from Paizo to you. Yeah. Awesome book if you are the woodsy type, or you want to try out the new Shifter class. This is the book you need for all those rules. We also have the Brick Warriors Warrior Pack coming to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but I can tell you these are some pretty good pieces. If you are one of our fans who has been doing the minifigure picture art like Crag has, and I know there's a couple of you out here, you're really going to want the pieces in this particular pack. And we, of course, are giving away a little bit of Sirenscape to you guys. $5, good towards a Sirenscape subscription, and that is going to get you all the sound sets that you need to run an awesome game. Guys, how many shares do we have? Social is going to let me know here in a second. 52 of them. Woo! That's pretty good. 52 shares. Guys are sharing. I like it. Now we just need to roll for it. I say Crag. Crag tried to bring everybody together today. He gave them all bracelets. He really tried his best. And even though ultimately we know that it'll fail.
And then they did that all over it.
No, that's not.
No, we teamed up and set out to go kill a hag.
So wet.
Oh.
Walter Payton.
What's that one?
You gotta help me. You gotta stop saying names.
34.
34? Okay. Thanks.
34.
Number 34, you are going to be the winner. We don't usually get one of those middle ones. We usually get somebody who was right at the end or right at the beginning.
End,
one of those middle ones are rare for us. So this is a treat for you middle sharers.
That was like during the break, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Just so you guys know, tomorrow we're going to be back on just for a little bit for patrons because it is the last Saturday of the month, which means that if you are a patron at the $10 or greater tier, you are invited to join us for a patron exclusive stream. We will be answering your questions, and we will be making a huge announcement before anybody else gets to know about it. So if you are a patron, make sure that you are here for that stream. It is going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific. It is going to go until you guys stop asking us questions, and we're gonna be revealing a huge announcement about our Patreon and its future. It's good stuff, so don't worry if you're a patron, and know that you are gonna be really, really excited to hear about it. Quigley is almost peeing himself like an excited dog, thinking about the announcement that we are gonna make.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening, so I'll hear it.
Yeah, so you
I'll hear
gotta
the
find out with
announcement
you.
tomorrow.
I'll hear it through Twitter since I'll be
Technically,
working.
they all know about it because
Yeah, they
we
do.
told
They
them
don't
all,
know that they know about it, but they do know.
but they all do know about it.
So that is what we were doing tomorrow. If you are thinking to
Diamond
yourself,
dust.
I want to be in on that, I want to get that
Remember it.
announcement before anybody else does, all you got to do right now, go to patreon.com/datdragonshow, sign up at the $10 or greater tier. You're going to be eligible to come in and watch that Q&A. You'll be able to be right there with us. So your chance is still there, still available to you.
Yeah, but who's doing it, Jim?
I'm going to be there. I
What?
think you're going to be there.
What?
I mean, we're at Craig's house, so if he wants to stop in, he can.
What?
Datsy and Poppy?
Wow.
I guess so.
When was the last
Jared's
time we
gonna
had
be here.
What?
That
Just stop right
I
there.
think that's it. Oh yeah, actually no. Actually, you told me earlier that you wanted to stop in. Is that still true?
I think I might be there.
We think Ashley might be here.
What?
So who knows? It could happen. Who knows?
What?
So yeah, that's who will be here tomorrow for that Q&A.
Who's our winner?
Our winner is David Bauer.
David Bauer!
At Lord Darkane, you are the winner. All you got to do to claim your prize is send us a message. We will sign the book here. We'll get it out to you as soon as we can. I know that there are some people who've been waiting on prizes because our next prize shipment has not gone out. Don't worry. It's all coming to you. We have it. If you are waiting on a prize, know that you will not have to wait too much longer. One of my big priorities this weekend is to get prizes in the mail. So if you're waiting on some stuff, don't worry about it. It's coming. It's coming. Until then, until tomorrow.
You know what I want to know, Jim?
What do you want
before we leave?
What do you want to know before we leave?
I want to know if you're watching this not live and you get to this part, let us know that you went back and watched it. That's what I want to know. I want to know how many people go back and watch the episodes later that don't get to watch us live. I'm very curious about that.
Sure,
So
and
let us
actually,
know.
I imagine it's quite a few because I always hear in the Discord, like people are like, "Oh, I can't watch live tonight," but I know that they're gonna watch it because you guys are like fans. They've been with us for a long time, so I know. So yeah, I'd be interested to know how many of you are actually just coming back
Who
later.
will see us talking in the future?
Let us
Somebody.
know if you're seeing future us.
Yeah, I want to know.
Cool.
All
Wouldn't
right.
it be past?
Past.
Past us.
Yeah, it is
It's
past.
the past future us.
Thank you,
Past
Jamie.
The future past
I'll
us.
decide when it is. I'm the GM
Whoa.
here.
That's not how time works, Jim.
Time is a construct.
That's how.
Time is a flat circle. No, we're done. We're
That's how
bye.
God works.
Bye.
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 See ya.